Hello, hello! Hey, Silver Knight! Hello, hello! Hope everyone's having a good evening. Let's see. It's been a mostly uneventful day for me. I mostly been working on art today because I had the day off from work. And I took a nice, almost 3-hour nap because it started raining and oh, I love taking a nap when it's raining. Hey, Alucard! Hello! How's it be? It'd be okay for me. Oh, yeah, it's been a pretty relaxing day for me. Let's see, you're playing Mega Man Zero? Ooh. I've never played a Mega Man, I'll admit. I've seen people play Mega Man games before, though. Which one is... I assume Zero is a prequel? I usually associate Zeros with prequels, so I'm assuming that's what that is. But yeah, how about you, Alucard? Let's see. So tonight, I'm hoping that we can finish Diablo 3. So, Act 5 is kind of lengthy, only because some of the levels are kind of, like, really long to traverse, but we'll see. I'm gonna just... I think we can just play until we beat it. It's a series where you play the character Zero. Oh. So it's not a prequel? Well, that subverts my expectation. So wait, so the character's name is Zero. That's interesting. I did not expect that. Let's see. So I'm thinking we can actually just jump into the game pretty quickly, since we have, but since it's a pretty lengthy act to run through. I wonder if there is a prequel? I don't know. Does Mega Man have, like, a long, like, connected storyline? I've never actually thought about that. I don't even know how many Mega Mans there are. I just know there are a lot. Let's see, I've also had a fairly comfy day. Made quite a bit of progress in Bloodborne. Ooh, nice. Cooked a super yummy dinner. Now I'm unwinding with Pokemon ROM hack. Don't let Nintendo hear you. Holy shit. They've been cracking down on things like emulators and stuff. It's only a matter of time before they start going after, like, ROM hacks websites, I bet. If they haven't already. There's a Mega Man, then there's Mega Man X, then Zero. That's each series in the franchise. Oh. I didn't realize those were individual series. I know, man, there's so much to Mega Man I probably would need to learn then. They've already tried that and failed. Good. That they failed. So here, let me see. Ooh, I like this one. I'm favoriting this one out of this playlist. Alright. I'll pause it for now. We'll get the game up. Let's see. It's loading up. Please don't crash. I know it probably won't, but every time, I still worry that it might. And, like, emotionally prepare myself for it. Alright, looks like we're good. Alright. Alright. Let's see, if you look at the Legacy collections on Steam, it'll explain more, because each character has their own amount of games. So there are 3 characters? Man, I had no idea. Let's see, I want to change my difficulty. I'll wait to change the difficulty. I think we're in a pretty okay spot right now. I'm thinking since we're in the last act, I might actually put, like, more experience gaining stuff on myself now. Hey, Beefball! Looking lethal, thank you. Let's see, that's the volume. It's probably not as loud as I think it is. I think at this point difficulty is almost pointless. Kinda, yeah. Let's see, I'm sure I do. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, this will boost my experience gain significantly. We're probably gonna hit level 70 tonight then. The rest of the stuff I can probably put in the blender. But how you doing, Beef Bowl? How you doing tonight? Hope you're having a good Monday. Hope everyone is. I think there are 5 versions of Mega Man himself that you play in the franchise. 5 versions of Mega Man within Mega Man, and then there's like 3 other characters too. Jeez. Don't Diablo 4 spoiler-free review embargoes lift tomorrow? Yes, reviews should start dropping tomorrow. So I'm gonna probably be trying my best to avoid social media for a bit, because there's probably gonna be spoilers everywhere, especially from like there were the closed beta. I don't know with closed beta. It's like there was like a group of people who could play the review copies, not just reviewers, but like beta testers as well. And I think their embargo also lifts. So yeah, I'm sure we're gonna start seeing a bunch of spoilers everywhere. Let's see, what was I gonna do? Oh, I was just tossing things in the... yeah. Yeah.
Good to see you again.
And then you can take all of these. And then because I'm mean, I'm gonna do that. But I still won't use the Paragon points, because I feel like that would be cheating. Alright, let's go.
Why would the angels do this to us?
What are you saying?
Lore already! We're gonna have to keep an eye out for all these little books and stuff, especially once we get to like the later areas, because I don't remember where all the like satchels and stuff are.
After years of my pleading, the Angiris Council has finally agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the high heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search on Sanctuary.
So that log was probably made shortly after the World Stone was destroyed? Because that's about the time that Malthael disappeared. But yes, what's everyone been up to this Monday? Because I know I said I've been mostly working on art and then sleeping. I had the day off from work, so... yeah, sleeping is basically like my dream thing to do when I have the day off from work. Extra sleeping? Yes, please. Surprisingly difficult to do today, though, because I feel like I mentioned on Discord, I'm guessing that a bunch of like people are moving out and stuff because of like college graduations, maybe. Because man, there was like so much loud noise all around me, including someone like hammering from below me.
The grave beckons.
And they were like hammering right below where my chair was, and it snarled the hell out of me. Because it like shook my whole floor, and I swear like lifted it off. Like, it like bumped up against my foot. It was weird. They're drawing gross stuff, drinking booze and eating.
Some king he is.
Drawing gross stuff, drinking booze and eating chimkin. Ooh, chimkin. Oh yeah, I also treated myself to a little bit of Cheesecake Factory a little bit. And I did also get chicken.
King Justinian must have fled the city by now. It's time for the people to rise up.
You should leave these petty matters behind.
But this is our chance to get out from under the king's yoke.
So, this is actually one of the side quests. The side quests, I think, in Act 5 are really interesting. Mostly because they're depressing as hell. Chimkin. Cooked chicken tikka masala, which has chicken in it. Ooh! That's really awesome that you can make that yourself. I've only ever had that from, like, restaurants and stuff. That takes, like, a long time to, like, simmer and stuff, right? That's the only reason why I don't make, like, recipes like that. Ross chimkin is top tier.
All must serve the cycle.
What kind of seasonings or, like, sauce usually go into that?
Thanks for helping, but this isn't over. The king has failed us all. If you don't believe me, read this. His private journal.
Ooh.
How did you come by this?
Well, let's just say it's from someone who cares about us common folk.
I am so weary. Why did you have to die, brother? I was never meant to be king. The nobles threaten revolt to bend me to their will. They will abandon me if I don't keep the peasants in their place. Oh, my position is hopeless.
Oh, it's so hard being king and having to be a menace to the citizens. Oh, woe is me.
My essence is too low.
I'm assuming when he refers to his brother dying, is he referring to Leoric? Who writes, me. I sometimes do that. I don't know if I would do that in a... I don't know if I would write that in a journal, though. But I've definitely written, like, on, like, in DMs and stuff, I've written, like, or sigh, in, like, italics. Literally me, for real, for real. Hey, Syrup! Happy Monday! Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been relaxing and stuff on this fine Monday. Oh, can you believe it? And hi! Also me. See, we're all a bunch of weirdos. It's fine. King Justinian doesn't have to feel too self-conscious about it, I guess. Though I doubt he would be anyway. Just reading through the Diablo books I got. Ooh, which ones? I'm still waiting on my copy of Book of Cain to show up. Actually, I should probably check the tracking on that. It might have arrived today. Because it was supposed to arrive between, like, Friday and sometime early this week. I got a used copy off eBay. Which they're super expensive to find brand new, so I mean, that was basically my only option if I didn't want to pay like $100. Which I did not. Book of Tyrael and Book of Cain, finished Cain, starting Tyrael. Ooh. How was Book of Cain? And how is Tyrael so far?
My insight grows.
Oh yeah, we're gonna hit level 70 tonight. Then we'll actually start to see some decent drops. Hey Andrew! How are you doing? Happy Monday! Hope you're doing well. Hello there. Cain was fantastic. Tons of information from his perspective. Ooh. That's nice. I'm excited for that one. I've been rereading a little bit of like Book of Adria and stuff. And I'm still going through my Tales of Sanctuary, the short story ones. Material is good so far, just starting to get interesting. So it's also written from his perspective then? That's neat, I like that.
You will make a fine corpse.
I still need to get a copy of Stormlight to read. I could probably find a PDF of that one if I really want to, at least. Let's see. You have to let me know how your copy is. I also got used, but it seems like they used fancy paper for Canes. I did notice in pictures I was seeing that the pages looked... and it seemed consistent across any picture I saw, including new ones. That the pages looked kind of, like, tattered on the edges, but it looked intentional, like it was supposed to be, like, the style. Also, notice how, like, every guard we walk past is just instantly dying and turning into a skeleton. Very few people are being spared. The streets are just littered with bodies. Soulless bodies. Yeah, it's tattered and old looking with thicker paper. Yeah, okay, so when I was looking up pictures, I was worried initially when I was looking at the used ones, and I was like, oh no, is that like water damage? I was like looking at the edges of the paper. And then I realized, yeah, when I was looking at like pictures of new copies, I was like, oh wait, it's supposed to be like that. Maybe it's fine. And then I took my chance on a used copy. Materials is gold bordered, more angelic. That's so cool. That's so neat that they like decided to like embody the characters even in like the paper that they used. That's so cool. That's like so extra in like the best way. I'm gonna be real happy to add that to my collection. Cause yeah, I think I own most of the published books at this point. With the exception being like the archive books, like the Diablo archive one that has Demon's Bane in it. I don't have that one, but I have all the books aside from Demon's Bane that are in it. See, this is what I meant about these areas aren't like... There's not too much happening in them, but man, they are very long to traverse. Especially when we have to go, it'll be spoilers if I said who we're fighting. I guess I'll wait. But yeah, the one boss that we're going to in this area takes forever to access. Just because it takes so long to get to them. Whenever I have to do bounties for Act 5, I kind of dread it. Just because it takes forever to get to anyone.
The grave beckons.
Let's see, I just got done working 8 hours, Lucid. Did I make you proudly adopt me now? I won't adopt you, but good job. I hope you had a good, hope you had a good day at work. Hope you had a good Monday. Let's see, I think I've got most of it now aside from the archives. Really want to complete the series. Yeah. Wish I could.
My essence is too low.
I lured you here like lambs to the slaughter. Your soul shall fuel my power, making me a proper servant for Lord Malthael.
Hello?
I can
Random
bring
conjurer
that
dude?
down.
Oh, I did. He's dead.
I need
I can
essence.
bring that down. Immediately kills them. They also look pretty. Yes, I agree. Ah. Yeah, I'm so glad that, like, especially for hardcover books, they, like, go all out with them. Planning Lucid, well, it didn't work. I was planning to steal all the money. Joke's on you, I don't have any. Can't steal money if I don't got it.
I need essence.
The big brain move.
Some of my men are pinned down in the courtyard, fighting revenants. Please help me rescue them.
It's like never leaving your house without cash. It's like, you can't get mugged if I don't have cash on me, ever. Gonna steal all my goth powers? No! You can't do that, it's not fair! Ooh. Stuff? Things? Is it good? Is it something that's actually usable? No, not really. Minus 13% damage? Why is it so lit?
Yeah, this is big brain time.
Oh, because it doesn't have the plus 250 intelligence. I could probably fix that. I bet. Pro gamer move, just live in poverty? It's fine.
You know why this is
I'm not in poverty
It's
right now, at
madness.
least. But
It's a battle.
definitely
Leading into the
took a long time to
survivor's
not be in that
unbreakable
spot anymore. For now. I feel like my financial situation's always, like, kind of in flux, especially considering the work I'm in. It entirely depends on if I'm, like, quack. Doesn't depend on if I'm a duck. Entirely depends on, when I eventually get laid off from this job. Then it's back to the bottom. But that's kind of the nature of
That
QA. You're
needs
kind of
to
always,
recharge.
You're kind of always going in cycles. I'll go in the right direction. No, I don't think I am. Let's see. I've actually, thankfully, never been in a situation where I was afraid of I was, like, gonna get mugged or anything. Despite living in the city for a long time. Maybe it's just not that as common as, like, TV makes you think it is. Or at least maybe I'm just telling myself that, so I feel better. And it's not just a matter of me just being lucky. But I still don't really... I still try not to carry too much cash on me. Just feels like a safety move anyway. Or if I do, I hide, like, a little bit of cash, like, somewhere that wouldn't be, like, in my wallet. Because otherwise, how am I gonna catch the bus? Mugging Simulator 2023 could be a thing! Like, being mugged or simulating mugging other people. I feel like you just play GTA at that point. It's not as common as it was in, say, the 90s, at least in the States. Yeah, that's true. Like, violent crime and stuff has been, like, downtrending for the past, like, several decades. So maybe it's just, yeah, maybe it used to be a thing and just simply isn't anymore. As much. blood. Alright, we're almost there. Moo. Moo. Hey, Starbreeze. Happy Monday. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good night. Hello, hello. Highest crime here in the US was 91. It's been on a slow slide down since. That sounds accurate to what I remember. Yeah, whatever you see on the news, they're like, violent crime is on the rise. It's most of the time, it is a flat-out lie, statistically. Like, maybe in some areas, like, you're having issues, but, like, it's definitely on a downtrend, like, nationally. We made it. We found the exit. Lore time.
I did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, but I did find humans. Far too many of them. They murder and cheat one another while allowing their brothers to starve. If their true power is ever released, we are all doomed. They have a choice between good and evil, and they overwhelmingly choose evil.
So you can kind of get a sense for why Malthael is doing what he's doing. Let's see. Better now that I'm here. How are you? Oh, I'm glad you're doing better now that you're here. I hope you have a great rest of your night. I'm doing all right. I'm always a little tired, I feel like, even though I slept. Okay, it worked. I saw you redeem and I'm like, is it gonna work? How are you doing, Try? Hello, hello, happy Monday. But yeah, I've mostly been working on art, sleeping, chillaxing, because it's my, you know, my day off. Gotta get those numbers back up. No, maybe not. It's technically gone up the last couple years, but only by a point or two, which is fairly insignificant. Yeah, these past couple years have also been kind of weird. God, and look at how just we're walking atop piles of bodies. Like, when I said that the tone for Act 5 was, like, really dark, yeah, it's dark. Like, look at this. Piles and piles of bodies. Crime statistics seem higher than 24-hour news now that it wasn't around. Yeah, that's the other thing, is, like, the fact that we're able to constantly perceive, like, news as it's happening all the time, constantly, definitely skews our perspective a lot.
The grave beckons.
Trudy fancy as fuck. Forgot to tell you my roommate was gone this weekend. I got to do some girl mode. Oh, that's awesome! I hope you had some fun with that.
I need essence.
Hope you had fun and felt nice and comfy. I'm guessing you don't feel like comfortable doing that when your roommate when your roommate is around.
Take pride in this.
Glad you got to have some moments to yourself without them around then. How many of you have soul sand in Minecraft makes you walk on Souls of the Damned? Yeah, one of those randomly, surprisingly dark parts of Minecraft lore. There we go. Search the writhing corpse pile.
Thank you. I knew you would arrive in time to save me.
And this is how we find the mystic. Roommate's your cousin. Oh, that makes sense. I haven't told them yet because when I do, it's telling the whole family. Yeah, that makes sense. Right? Let's see. Corpse pile shenanigans. It's fine though. Just use souls as soil for nether plants. Yeah, it's fine. Just using it for, you know, utility.
Did you?
I am Miriam Jazia, a seer of the Vetchin people. I foresaw our meeting, but I did not see this horror. I have come to help you. There is one crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more. There is no time to waste. We must be on our way now.
So yeah, you can interact with her and stuff before Act 5, but you meet her in Act 5. Oh, it's the man. It's the boy. Oh, never mind. He's gone.
He's watching you.
There he is, and he's gone. For seeing this pants grab.
I grew disgusted by humanity during my time on Sanctuary. When at last I found Malthael, I was not surprised to learn that he felt the same way. We will cleanse creation of the scourge that is humankind, and when we are finished, the tragic mistake of Anarius will be gone.
So they're eradicating all of humanity, is what their goal is. Nephilim in this game have angel-demon hybrids? Yes, we are.
Nonsense. You'll protect me. And after experiencing what those things do to people, let's just say I need to see you destroy the final crucible with my own eyes if I am ever to sleep again.
But yeah, all of humanity are basically long descendants of both angels and demons in this world. Because they're all distant descendants of Lilith and Anarius. So to Malthael and Urzael, every single human being is basically just a descendant of a demon that's gonna eventually side with the demons anyway, and they all need to be eradicated. They think we're just basically a pest that must be exterminated. But a dangerous pest, because, I mean, we just defeated the prime evil. Can't blame them, humanity kinda sucks.
This world can abide
We're not just
no
mortals.
longer.
Yes and no. Since the destruction of the World
You
Stone...
have much guilt over Leah's fate.
Oh, hold on.
How do you know that name?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume me.
Oh, well, thanks for that. But yeah, after the destruction of the World Stone in 2, which was basically... Oh, we have to... I have to go back in the lore a little bit. So the World Stone was initially stolen by Lilith and Anarius to create Sanctuary. When Lilith killed basically everyone who was planning to maybe kill humanity, because she wanted to protect her children, Anarius exiled Lilith into the Abyss and used the World Stone, like basically reprogrammed the World Stone.
You shouldn't be so dour. You have much to be joyful about.
I do not revel in joy as others do.
I have learned that in
Too much of an edgy
situations,
necromancer.
It is better to laugh than to cry. Perhaps when you have lost as much as I, you will understand.
You're assuming a whole lot, lady, that we haven't lost anything. So anyway, Inarius reprogrammed the World Stone to slowly diminish the powers of the Nephilim, his and Lilith's children over each generation, and to forget their powers. So over each generation they became weaker and weaker until they became humans. But since the destruction of that World Stone in Diablo 2, humans have been starting to regain their powers, basically, and become Nephilim again. And the main character that you play in Diablo 3 is one such Nephilim.
Does this battle have an end?
Of course it will end, and you will live a long and happy life.
Why don't I believe that?
Because I was not being entirely truthful. That, and you are so jealous that will never believe you can be happy and content.
Damn. Ouch. Mystic getting too real. Diablo is Grunkle. Yes, kinda. In a sense, yeah. Very distantly. Very, very distantly, because we're talking like hundreds of years. In a weird way, Diablo is like our distant great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great. Yeah, but very, very, very distantly.
I need essence.
They're like Nephilim, but those are angel-human hybrids. Yeah, the Nephilim in this one, it's spelled with an A, and they're angel and demon hybrids.
Say, it is wonderful to finally meet.
Are we inbred? Only not as inbred as any other, like, human is inbred with, like, their very, very distant ancestor.
It's always about saving the world first, isn't it?
Which way am I going? This way? So the answer would be not really. Which it is actually so weird how small a world we actually live in. Like, my mom does, like, genealogy stuff, for our family. Kind of like, a hobby of hers, I guess. And she found out, like, I'm not gonna name names, obviously. She found out that through marriage, so not through blood, I want to emphasize that, that she and my stepdad were actually distantly related through marriage. and it's like, what are the fucking odds of that? But, like, yes, like 6 or 7, maybe even more generations, like, back. Like, through marriage, they were connected, like, in the family tree. And it's like, what? How the fuck?
Not enough essence.
Because, like, they're not even from the same region, but their ancestors just happened to cross paths. Just happened to. It's so weird. We live in a very surprisingly small world. It's a small world after all. Doesn't make any better knowing how royalty worked. So, well, with royalty, I mean, they deliberately did that to keep the power in the family and stuff. Like, that was very intentional, deliberate, strategic incest. And yes, it's pretty much a whole royals thing with, like, any monarchy. Let's see. Wait, who are you calling a dwarf there, Silver Knight? Who are you referring to there? Worst thing to me is people meeting people from, like, across America and they turn out to be siblings because of adoption. Again, it's a small fucking world, man. Gotta keep it in the family with the crowns on your head. It's all about keeping, like, status and wealth and power. Ugh.
Please, a monstrosity infests my family's crypt, and there's no one to protect it.
Oh, well, I guess we're gonna try to protect it. Oh! Wait, is it saying... I've never actually been to Disney World. I've only ever...
Need essence.
That is funny, though, that I know that song, that we all kind of know that song, even though a lot of us probably haven't been. But I'm pretty sure that's, like, the only place you hear that, right? Is at, like, Disney World. Heard it in the movie Snow White. It's a Small World? No. That's not from Snow White. I'm pretty sure it's just from Disney World. Like, is it the Epcot Center I'm thinking of, or... No, I actually don't know which ride it's from. It's just a park attraction? Yeah, that's what I thought. You're at Disney World, alright? Is it, like, everywhere? I thought it was just the one ride. I've only ever seen... Oh! I know where you know where I got it from? There was the one, like, Simpsons episode from, like, forever ago. Where Lisa, like, she, like, drank, like bad water or something and, like, started seeing things. She thought she was, like, a wizard, not wizard, a lizard queen or something. It's been a long time since I've seen that episode.
Thank you, hero. We can all rest now.
Thanks. I gosh, I remember that one. Yeah, I think that's probably, like, the definitive experience of, like, it's a small world that I've experienced. Is through the fucking Simpsons. When I was younger, my family went on that ride and it broke down. We were stuck on it for 2 hours. They never turned the song off. That's fucked up.
That foe will die.
That just seems like cruel and unusual punishment. Always reminds me of the Dr. Gerbil episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog. I don't think I remember that episode. I freaking love Courage, though. Also, now that level from Psychonauts 2. Yeah, they did have a variant of that in Psychonauts 2. I need to replay that. You were there when it happened? What the ride breaking down thing? Just a few more minutes and I get to enjoy my coffee. I hope you enjoy your coffee. Ah, see, we can tell we're getting into late game drops now that we're finally getting... Well, we can't tell because I have a bazillion death breaths on this character already. But we're starting to get drops for them. Coffee. Did you know they had a Courage and Scooby crossover? I did not. I've heard of several of the Scooby crossovers, but I didn't know that was one. When did that happen? Heard about that ride breaking while people were still in? I assume it's probably done that many times.
The night embraces you.
But man, you'd have to be so cursed to be a family that gets stuck on it, like, on the ride when that happens. Proper French press coffee, hazelnut. Man, my coworker used to always do the French press at the office. It's like the one thing we would associate with him with for like the longest time. It's like, where's insert name here? No one's done the French press. Because he was like the only one that knew how to do it properly, I think. He insisted on it. He's like, no one else knows how to do it right. I'm gonna do, if I want to do it right, want it done right, I'm gonna do it myself. 2021 is pretty... Oh, it's pretty recent?
I'm afraid not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's gotta be like a semi-regular occurrence. But like, Disney's also like pretty paranoid about making sure people don't like see repairmen and stuff going to and fro, right? They have like a whole underground tunnel system. So that maintenance and actors can like move around the park without being seen. Everyone that goes in Small World ride once, but likely the only time. Probably this way. Straight out of nowhere, Scooby-Doo meets Courage the Cowardly Dog is the title, and I've been meaning to watch it myself. I may have to look that up too, because that sounds neat. Man, I still remember... I remember the first Courage the Cowardly Dog episode I ever saw. And it wasn't on TV. It was on a CD. Like, it was on one of those, it was like a... What would I describe it as? It was kind of like a demo disc, but it had, like, a single episode of, like, a couple, Cartoon Network shows. And I got it in a cereal box, I think. And it had one episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog on it. And it was the one with the, was the one with the bunny and the cat?
Not enough essence.
Like, I don't want to spoil the episode, I guess, if anyone wanted to look it up. But it was a very cute episode. Yeah, that one! Yeah, and yes, that one was very dark. But, I mean, I watched that and I immediately fell in love with Courage. So, when I, like, visited my grandma after that and she had cable and I could watch Cartoon Network, I was like, oh, I know Courage the Cowardly Dog from that one episode. Yeah, the bunny. And yeah, I was immediately in love. I was like, yes, I love this creepy, weird horror TV show. Give me more. Especially, I think what stuck out to me about the bunny and cat one was that it wasn't just, like, creepy as hell. It was also just sweet. I liked the ending to it. It was, like, actually heartfelt.
Your death nears.
Here, I need to sell stuff. Best episode? Funnily enough, it is, like, from what I've seen, regarded as one of the best episodes. So I'm like, man, what a good episode to get introduced to the show on. Like, good on them for including it on a frickin' cereal box CD. Here, maybe now I can use my portal.
I am returning to town.
Such a good show, still holds up pretty well. Yeah. Yeah, I miss when they used to, like, have cool CDs and stuff in cereal boxes. Let's see, anything I can use? Ooh. That seems like a significant boost. I need another second. Oh, that's right, I can't dual wield because I'm not a monk. It's gotta be an offhand. Is that the only offhand I have that's worth anything? Looks like it. I think everything else can get tossed. Throw it all away! And then this... Let me see if I can make this worth using. Oh, let me catch up real second. Heard traumatized children everywhere. You know, baby's first horror show. Talking about the dogs are evil episode? It did have an evil dog, I think. The like evil boyfriend character. I don't remember what. I think it was a dog. Except me, I do not have the capacity. Aw. Yeah, I mean that horror is not a genre for everyone, of course. Also, honestly, surprised they were able to do that episode. Yeah, I mean, considering that episode was pretty progressive at the time. Hell, it'd be pretty progressive by today's standards too. Chex Quest, yeah, that's right. Man, and I've talked about it before. I've gotten like Pajama Sam. You are what you eat from your head to your feet out of a cereal box. God, that was like probably the best thing I got out of a cereal box. Chex Quest was amazing. Yeah, Chex Quest was surprisingly good. The Return the Slab is still ingrained in my memory to this day. It was so iconic and creepy. Let's see, when are you playing Chex Quest for Better Day? I might add it to the list, actually. It is like an actual, like, game. I'd be interested in playing that. There we go. It's still not as much of a... Oh, it's probably the attack speed increase. I like the pylon effects lasting twice as long, though. Yeah, it's just a Doom clone, but it's like a, you know, it's a, like, stylized Doom clone. I'll toss that back into the pile.
So, what do you need?
Alright. You got your coffee, and the coffee's good? Nice. Do you put any, like, creamer and stuff in it? Or you just, like, take it, with, like, nothing? Or just, like, sugar?
You are such the artist when it comes to dispatching Death's minions.
Thank you. Let's see. Like atmospheric horror, Silent Hill 2 is lovely. Yeah, true. There's a vibe difference between like an atmospheric, like psychological horror and like a spooky, scary, like jump scare horror. Very different vibes. Every master on GZ Doom actually runs super smoothly. Ooh, nice. One of the creators of Courage were on as many drugs as the creators of Misadventures of Flapjack. Hard to say. It was mostly the 90s. I would be curious to watch like a behind the scenes though. Again, emphasis on like as we're walking through here of just the sheer amount of death surrounding us.
Don't mind me. I'll just be waiting over here.
Oh, okay. Just a bit of milk. Was she flirting? Maybe. Because I haven't talked to the artisans too much. But they do have their own little interesting backstories and stuff. But they're also kind of tough to keep up with, which is why I haven't really bothered with them during this playthrough. Because you're expected to like revisit town like really frequently to like get every single bit of dialogue.
I need essence.
Which is surprisingly tough. Sure is corpsey. It is indeed very corpsey. Piles and piles of... God, feet deep, probably, of just bodies. It's kind of fucked up when you think about it too hard. The death surrounding you don't even have ammunition. True. I mean, as a necromancer, I mean... We're literally fighting a pile of corpses on top of a pile of corpses. Here, skeletons, do something useful. Come on. Almost. I think we got... Alright, there she is. The Death Maiden.
Weakness consumes you.
Daughter.
No!
I don't think Urzil was happy about that. God, and there was just like a pit of corpses now. Hey, Muppet! How are you doing? Happy Monday. This laptop has made me way more productive. Ooh, you got your laptop now? Nice. You can like work on stuff in bed, where I spend 97% of your off time. Nice. What kind of laptop is it? Hope you're having a great day. Also,
What was that wretched noise?
That would be Urzael.
it's an angry angel.
Urzael is the angel who commands Malthael's forces in this city. I think you made him angry.
Maybe.
I have that effect sometimes. Teriel should hear of this. I need to go back.
So does she just... Oh, she just disappears. Like, don't worry about it. She'll make her way back to town. Ooh, 96%? Okay, we're swapping to this. And the rest of this I can toss. There we go. Had the day off, which is my usual schedule, but still... Yeah, because it was Memorial Day, right? Day away from the kitchen is good. The heck? Well, that's fucking scary. I am become Reaper of Souls.
Your soldiers have been holding out for some time.
It has been a brutal task. A lot of good men sacrificed
He's got a
themselves
cat
to
helmet.
save us. But even that wasn't enough. If you hadn't shown up when you did, we might already be dead.
Let's see, your usual schedule is Monday, Tuesday off, plus where I work is closed every Monday. Oh, that makes
The
sense.
sliver is changing.
As though Malthael is manipulating the Soul Stone.
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
How he plans to do it. Westmarch is only one battlefield in this war.
Yeah, because the implication is that Malthael's doing this across the world right now. Yeah, they're gonna need some rye to help put out those fires.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
Where is he?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. Before you set out to kill him, you should stop.
Oh my god, hello!
I can enchant
Welcome, Raiders! Hello, everybody! Hello, hello! Vampy, what were you up to? What were you
Vampykins
playing?
rated my stream with
Welcome,
207
Raiders!
viewers.
Oh my god, hello, everybody! If any,
Dooney2K is now following.
Oh my god, thank you so much! Yeah, Vampy, what were you playing? Hello, hello! If anyone doesn't know me, I'm Lucid. I'm a variety streamer, vampire. I also a part-time bat. I turn into a bat on Saturday for Saturday Batter Day. Oh my god, there's so many follows.
Jack_Alfred_Productions.
Thank you so much for the follow. Hello. Oh my god, I can't keep up with how many follows there are. There's so many.
Sin City Alley is now following.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my god, I can't. Chat's going so fast. Oh my god, I'm trying to find.
Lesson Rays is now following.
Thank you so much for the follow. Vampy, I don't know if you've said what you were playing. Were you playing some more Dead by Daylight? There you are. Hello, darling. Hello. How are you doing? We're playing some Diablo 3. Trying to run through the last act of the game. In preparation for Thursday when 4 comes out.
Following.
Thank you so much for all the follows. Oh, Vampy, thank you for the gifts. Oh my god. Syrup, thank you for the gift sub to Vampy. Enjoy the sub. I bring the Neon Covenant. Oh, you were playing V Rising. I bought that game, but I never actually played more than a little bit of it.
Blue_Arrow59
but it looks like a lot of fun.
Following.
Oh my god. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Vampy. Let's see. Oh, there's a new patch?
Doulahan the Insane is now following.
Thank you for the follow, Doulahan. Oh my god, there's so many follows. I got it. let me scroll back down the bottom so I can thank everybody.
Indomitus is now following.
Hello. Let's see. Where does it start? There's so many. Devin Brasher, hello.
Stay a while and listen.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Absolutely covered in syrup gifted Vampykins a subscription. Absolutely covered in syrup gifted a
Thank
tier 1
you so much for that gift sub again.
Vampykins.
Congrats, Vampy. If you get it, please pay with me. I do have it. I'd be down to play sometime. I haven't... Boop. I haven't played too much of it myself, though. I'm still a massive noob with it.
Is now following.
Thank you so much. Vampire who likes Diablo? Yes, I'm a huge fan. I'm like a huge lore nerd too. I've been going over like the plot and the lore and stuff as we've been playing through. Big beefy. Hello. Oh, thank you for the hydrate.
Of course you do.
Oh my god, there's so many names. Demony 2K, Jack of 4 Productions, Sin City Alley, hello. Tequila Sunrays? I get it, like Tequila Sunrise. You're gonna play Diablo 4? We need to play together sometime. I'm basically, once it comes out on Thursday, I'm gonna be marathoning it until I beat it. Oh, do I still have that? The lipstick toggle has been broken for a long time. I can refund you. Yeah, I'm gonna play oh my god, I'm gonna basically marathon until I beat the campaign, because I don't want to be spoiled for anything. But then after that, I'm so down to play some multiplayer. The cow's cute.
Sophie Zaya is now following.
Thank you for the follow. Yeah, the little moo bean emotes to go with the the moo machine. It plays here. Look, I can show. It does a random moo from the Diablo 2 cow level. It kind of became a meme on the channel. Somewhat conflicted because Diablo, because I really want to play 4, but I hate in my heart for Blizzard. Yeah, I mean, that's completely understandable. I totally understand. Like, it's always going to be a personal choice what companies you choose to, like, buy games from and stuff. As someone who, is personal experience with, like, AAA gaming, I know all too well that they're kind of all bad. For all very unique reasons for each. Oh my god, there's still so many follows to thank. Thank you so much. Sophie Zaya? I think I got it right? And Plague Bear, hello. Oh, there's so many. Likely buy a key off a key site? I won't say anything. I won't say a thing. Been a big Diablo fan for like 20 years, and D4 beta server slam was fun. Yeah, I'm so... yeah, Necro's my main as well. Yeah, I've been playing since, gosh, since I could hold a mouse, basically. It's because I played, Diablo 1 back in... God, what year? Probably close to, like, 98, 99. Because I was a little kid. You love my emotes? Thank you! I made most of them. I've made my model. I make and rig my own models, and I made most of my own emotes. Friday they'll have early release, I think. There's a map that shows, like, what time across the world, because, it'll be out everywhere on the 2nd. But I think it comes out for, like, on East Coast, because I'm on, EST time. I think it comes out Thursday at 7 p.m. Which I'm so excited, I can barely contain my excitement. Let's see. Oh my god, there's so many messages to go through. Thank you so much for the raid, Vampy. I hope you had a lot of fun playing V Rising. What kind of stuff were you up to? I know there's, like, base building in that game. All the hearts, all the hugs to everybody. Let's see. Why wasn't I following Vampy Twitch? Yeah, everyone go follow Vampy. Here, let me do another shout out. Everyone should absolutely go follow Vampy. She's so sweet, and she's so fun. Let's see. V Rising is such a dang good game. Yeah, I'm motivated to play it sometime. I mean, my time's gonna be very much filled with playing lots of Diablo 4 when it comes out. But when I eventually finish the campaign, I can play other games. maybe I'll give V Rising another chance. We're building our massive castle, and then we were killing bosses. Ooh, Huggies! I heard Huggies. I love hugs. Yeah, I'm very pro hugs, pro napping, pro eating good food. Yeah, let me get that hydrate from earlier. Yeah, I think I read somewhere that you can build castles with multiple floors and stuff now. Here, let's Yeah, that's Malfail. He needs to eat a Snickers. We're about to go fight Urzael. So I figure we can start running through this while I keep reading chat. Hi, Jokes on Maestro. Hello. hope everyone's had a great Monday. I had today off from work, so I've been working on art stuffs and took some naps and stuff earlier because it was also rainy today. Which rainy days are like the perfect nap weather. That treasure gauntlet escaped instantly, dang. Yeah, what's your castle in V Rising look like? What kind of bosses do you fight in that game? Because I've only played like maybe 20 minutes of it, so I never got as far as like any of the building mechanics or fighting bosses. But it seemed like a game that kind of plays a little bit like Diablo. Because I don't play too many RPGs ARPGs outside of Diablo. Because I've played a little bit of Torchlight 2, I played a little bit of Path of Exile. But I wasn't really able to get into those games as much. Because I think I'm mostly drawn to this game for the lore. Days like today are perfect vampire weather. Yes, I agree. Just a little gloomy. Some nice rain outside the windows. Oh, so nice. Nice time. Also, you can turn into creatures, feed off each other. Yeah, you can turn into wolves and stuff, right? Kind of like oh, what's that other game where you can play a vampire and like turn into wolves? Blood Omen? I think that's what I'm thinking of. The Legacy of Kain games. Your castle's a process. Yeah, I imagine it's like a huge endeavor to build like a huge castle in that game, right? But it's probably so satisfying afterward. In all ways, including physical, you can be a wolf. Ooh. Legacy of Kain, dang, miss those games. I haven't played them myself. They're on my list of games I want to play though. I've watched I watched some other friends play it because it's like one of their favorite games, and it looks really neat. Because I love those kinds of retro games too. Which, oh, I should probably go over what kind of games I do play. So I play a little bit of everything. Like obviously I'll play like ARPGs like Diablo. On Saturday days I play, we swap between boomer shooters and point and click adventures. So right now, we'd normally be playing on Saturday, right now we're playing Star Wars Jedi Knight Mysteries of the Sith, which is the expansion pack to Jedi Knight. Kind of old school shooter games. And then after that, we're probably gonna play Misc. Hey, Malthael. Because it's been a long time since I played Misc. V Rising is really lit. Highly recommend. Yeah, I did purchase it. I need to actually play it though. But you're really inspiring me to give it another go. Crave a Legacy of Kain RPG. The world just felt so damn cool. There almost was, like an MMO type game set in that world called Nosgoth. But I think that game got cancelled. I still have a t-shirt for it though, from a PAX East where they were giving out t-shirts for it. It's probably one of the last like remnants of that game before it got cancelled. There are tools inside of you and they're kissing you. Expansion pack, it's like yeah, it's like it may be an expansion, but it's like a full-length game. Like, I was surprised. I was like, oh my god, wait, this is like another 8-hour game. It's like a sequel. But back then they were like, nah, that's like, it's an expansion. It's totally not a sequel. Let's see, it was just a multiplayer game? Yeah, the Nosgoth one. I think it was supposed to be... I think it was an MMO? But definitely not like a single-player sprawling RPG that I think people would have preferred. Maybe someday they'll revive the IP. Maybe. One can only hope, I suppose. Kinda sorta maybe like Nosgoth. Don't cancel me. I'm not gonna cancel you over that. Heck, that's awesome that someone was able to appreciate that game. Makes me feel bad that it ended up getting canceled. That's one of the unfortunate things about like digital media and stuff, and the lack of preservation for it. Though I wonder if there's like private servers out there for Nosgoth somewhere where they keep it alive. There's gotta be at least someone. There's like private servers for everything. Oh. Time to fight Urzael. Oh, it has been revived by a Discord server. That's good to know.
My master has begun his work on the stone. Nothing that you do matters.
So, for context, Urzael's an angel.
Soon demons spawn like you will be gone forever.
But
you will be. Have you considered that?
But all humans in this game, in this world, are descended from angels and demons. Specifically Lilith and Anarius.
7789 is now following.
Thank you for the follow, Ace. Thank you. Welcome in. So we're all distantly descended from angels and demons. So Urzael and Malthael, they came to the conclusion that in order to end their eternal conflict with Hell,
Demon spawn shall perish in flames.
that they will kill all of humanity, since all of humanity is distantly descended from demons, that we're no better, basically. Kinda, yeah. I mean, yeah. They consider all humans to be like vermin and pests. Have to go, darling, but have an amazing stream. Hugs to death. You in chat. Have a great rest of your night, Vampy. Get good rest. You've been streaming all day. Get good rest. Eat some good food. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much.
I am injured.
Ugh. Gotta be careful not to let the debris fall on me. Genocide isn't any kind of question or answer. Well, of course not. That's why we're defending ourselves against them basically trying to eradicate humanity. And that's one step.
Would take pride in this.
Bye-bye, Urzael. Rest in pieces. And there's Malthael. Oh, I love his voice, though.
Will bring an end to conflict. In death there is peace.
You wield a power you do not comprehend, Angel.
Well then.
I am
Yeah, I'm so excited to see what happens with Lilith and D4. Oh. I played the heck out of the beta. I'm so excited for the full game. I was way more hopeful about, like, the story for the full game for 4 after Act 1 than I was for 3. 3 after Act 1 was more apprehensive. God decided to kill humanity because we're doomed to fall, but in a way it's their fault. Basically. Yeah, Rip Bozo. Nephilim 1, boss battle 0. Aw, yeah. Hey, Subject 887, hello, hello.
Urzael is dead, and only a few Reapers remain.
You have saved Westmarch, my friend.
We saved the city. It's in fire in the back.
Know where Malthael is hiding.
That strange woman you brought here believes she can help. She insisted on speaking with you immediately.
Yeah, we rescued this woman, the Mystic, earlier. Basically, destroy hell, destroy heavens, consume both. That's exactly what Malthael is afraid of, basically. Because, I mean, in the act before this, we defeated Diablo himself, which was, like, a huge endeavor, obviously. So Malthael was like, humanity's getting a little too big for their britches, I think. So, which is why he decides to enact his plan to exterminate us. Zeus is one of the gods who want humanity to die. He can't seem to stop himself. God, and mythology's wild. Like, real-life mythology's wild. Played 3 for a bit, but the Greater Rift grind kind of put me off. That's understandable. I kind of got really into, like, the rifting stuff when Reaper of Souls came out. Like, after I beat the base game for 3, I didn't touch the game for years. And then Reaper of Souls kind of reinvigorated my, my desire to play, and I got really into it. All over again. What even is real-life mythology? God, like, Greek mythology and Norse mythology. It's really cool how many games are taking inspiration from all of those, though. Solution to everything's to eat it. Huge endeavor. Not with this difficulty balance. Yeah, that's the other thing, is 3's difficulty balance and, like, number balancing is insane. Like, I showed, like, some endgame numbers, and I was doing, like, 5 billion damage. It was ridiculous.
Chelsea, I know how to find Malthael, but you will not like what I have to tell you.
Fine.
There is only one person who knows how to find Malthael. She waits for you in the Blood Marsh, and you know her well. Adria.
Oh, you
are
know
right.
that name.
I do not like that.
Our necromancer's dialogue is so great. You're right, I don't like that. So many skellies, yeah, we got the skelly
You're not going
gang.
anywhere without me.
What?
Someone has to make sure you don't kill Adria before you find out where Malthael is.
You are the first to question my restraint, Laura.
And here's Lorath. If anyone's played the Diablo 4 beta, this is young Lorath before he got all jaded and old. This is a young, hopeful Lorath. Always go back to D2, and then when D2R came out, yeah, oh man. Diablo 2 was definitely my favorite game growing up, basically. I was so happy when Resurrected was actually, like, good. Let's see. He is the world's most determined atheist. Man has defeated Diablo. They must die so they don't get a high horse. Did the one thing you couldn't. I mean, basically. Imperius was so salty about it, too.
Dead angels now rest with the human corpses on the roads of Westmarch. But more will die, unless we know where Malthael is hiding. I cannot imagine how Adria came by this knowledge, but somewhere in the Blood Marsh, our answers await.
A little bit of a reunion. Now it's basically like a Souls game. Poison swamps everywhere.
Part of the Nephilim ruins near here. We thought it would be safe, but Malthael found it all the same.
Yeah, I still don't know why Tyrael thought hiding soul stones would be like a stellar idea after it failed the first 3 times. He's like, I don't know, maybe 4th time's the charm. Let's see, you're dumb and this is dumb. Your Necro probably. Our Necro has such an attitude, like, the whole game. I love it. Like, the whole time Adria is, like, clearly suspicious as hell, our Necromancer's like, I definitely don't believe you.
This is the entrance to the tomb, but someone's collapsed it.
What a surprise.
It looks like we'll have to find another way into the ruins. What was that?
What was that? It's demons. Lorath before he got older and got a job. It's too relatable. Lorath just like me, for real, for real. Necro with a major tude. It is kind of funny how it is, like, basically a poison swamp level. Which, I'm also a huge fan of Souls-like games. Elden Ring got me into them, finally.
There are guide stones littered across the Blood Marsh that will lead us to the main one. The guide stones are useless to most, but will reveal the correct path to a Nephilim such as yourself.
Alright, so it's kind of... This area is kind of similar to the end of Act 2 in Diablo 2.
Remember to get the
You have to write...
information we need before you...
I know.
So we need to find the correct tomb.
That's very reassuring.
This is Yuri Lowenthal, but doing the Prince of Persia voice? Wait, really? Is it Yuri Lowenthal that does Lorath's voice? Wait, really? Also, hey Lily, how you doing?
The first time I saw a witch, she burned. Father took me to the town square to see it. Look, he said, that is the face of evil. But she looked like any other woman, and burned like anything else. Then the flames engulfed her. Her eyes found mine, and she laughed.
So the Adria journals that we find throughout the swamp, I think, are really interesting. And give, like, the most insight into her character. And I hope we can find them all. Sounds exactly like Prince from Prince of Persia. The only Prince of Persia game I ever played was the reboot from, like, 2007, I think it was, or 2009, something like that. So I actually don't know what he used to sound like. I'm so sorry. I mean, I thought it was fun. I thought that game wasn't that bad. Spider-Man, the playable character from Sunset Overdrive, Yuri Lowenthal. See, I know Yuri Lowenthal because he did the voice of Sasuke in Naruto.
What? I'm not dead.
That's how I know his
You
name.
have my thanks. But a word of warning. These animals carry a plague and must be killed before it spreads.
Yes, he did. I don't know how I should feel it. That's how I know he was. That's how I know him from.
Smell it on me. That's why they're attacking.
Yeah, he's in a ton of stuff. Lily, you're so surprised.
Take this as my way of saying thanks.
19 Harbringer 83 is now following.
Harbringer, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hope everyone's having a good Monday.
This is one of the guide stones.
Here's the
Nothing
guide
happens
stones.
when I approach it.
I will try.
Ooh, look at that. It does
There are
stuff.
4 entrances to the Nephilim city, each one etched with a sigil. Only the correct one marks the true entrance to the tomb, however. When you activate these stones, one of the wrong sigils disappears.
So it's not the one with the wind. Let's see. Goes to show I don't know shit about Naruto. Yeah, I was really deep into the Naruto stuff in middle and high school. Not so much now. Not so much since the manga ended, because I really did not like how the manga ended.
My father could never understand. He was born into privilege and wealth, and he spent every moment of his life trying to protect it. I was his flesh and blood, but he cared more about the names in books and the faces of the paintings on the walls than his living daughter.
So we immediately get the impression that Adria kind of has some dad issues. It starts to explain a lot later. Oh, Lily, yeah, I can reject and give you your points back for the lipstick toggle, because the lipstick toggle on this model has been broken for a little bit. I need to reintroduce that. One of many things I need to fix.
Your death nears.
Adria has way more than dad issues. Yes, but the dad issues definitely inform a majority of her character, as we find out in this expansion. It's one of the reasons I don't really like her, to be honest. Like, the way it's written is interesting, but like, when you say it, when you repeat it out loud, and like shorten it down to what it essentially is, you're like, really? That's what motivation you pick for?
Do you know what fear is? The fear of who you are. The fear of what your own blood would do if they knew what you were. No, you could never understand it. People look to you as a savior. Have you ever thought about the lives you've taken? They were fathers, lovers, daughters.
Like, I don't know who she's directing that toward. Is she directing it toward us? Because we've mostly been killing demons. We haven't really been killing people. We love a woman scorned by daddy issues. Literally, that was when I first played this, and that was when my realization for what her character's motivation was. I was like, really? That's it? That's what we're going with? Out of all the things we could have done? Demons are people too.
Give it more time.
Oh, considering how... Oh, I need to repair my stuff. The poison swamp's damaging my clothes. But considering how rare it seems to be for, like, demons to be parents. Because, like, Mephisto has Lilith and, at one point, Lucian. But, like, that seems to be kind of a rare thing. So I wonder how many demons are, like, parents and sons and daughters and stuff.
You will make a fine corpse.
Because a demon does it not bleed. Also, hey Sam, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good night. Good to see you. Let's see, I should be going this way, I think. I could probably carry a few more things before I go. There we go. Before I go to sell some stuff. Yeah, anyone else have
This world can abide you no longer.
But yeah, what's everyone else been up to this fine Monday if y'all haven't told me yet? Especially if you had like the day off as well. So it's not the flame one.
Guidestone will help me find the correct passage.
So it's not that one. So we need 2 more guide stones, I think. But more importantly, I'm still looking for more of those satchels for more lore. And Corpse Explosion is still so effective. Like, it was fun in 2, but I feel like in 3 they just went and made it just almost too overpowered, but like in a fun way. There we go, get him.
Do not fear
There we
the
go.
end. Heal me. I must wait longer.
Just make everything explode.
Healed.
Almost. I keep getting frozen! I was frozen today. Also, I see.
This is not the way to Corvus.
It's not?
I must wait longer.
Oh no, because that's the wind one. Here, let me repair my stuff. It's gonna break otherwise. Let's see, repair my stuff. Thank you, thank you. Let's see, anything I can replace to increase my numbers? Yes. And increase my health so much I was in danger again. I'll throw the rest of it out. So yeah, this character is, my account is very old. As you can see. You can't even get some of these ingredients anymore. Like, some of these are from, like, when I first played the game all the way back in, like, 2012. Very, very old account. But I'm deliberately not using, like, my Paragon points. All bazillion of them. Let's see. Anything else I want to grab? I can sell this. There we go. Nice. Your account's almost old enough to start middle school.
Is this really the right one?
God, that is wild to think about how long I've been playing this game, huh? It's been that long since we had any, like, updates to the Diablo franchise. I don't count Immortal. I don't think anyone really counts Immortal. Though supposedly some of the stuff in Immortal is canon. Because, like, I haven't played it, so I don't, like, know most of it, but I've heard, like, the Heliquary, which is such a funny name to me, apparently is canon, because there's, like, art of it in one of the art books. So, some of it is definitely canon, which, speaking of vampires and stuff, apparently they're introducing a vampire kind of class? Which is interesting.
Would take pride in this.
I don't know how I feel about that, but, I mean, maybe it's cool. I don't know. If it's cool enough, maybe they'll introduce it in the mainline games. I'm certainly not interested enough in playing Immortal to find out if it's fun in there. Why not? Don't you have a phone? I'm just not interested in, well, the fact that it's like a midquel, that it's like kind of pay to win, microtransaction heavy. I'm just not that interested. If I really cared about the story enough, I'd watch, like, some playthrough of it on, like, YouTube if I really cared, and I don't. Diablo himself doesn't even show up in it until, I don't know. Does he show up in it? I think he does, like, briefly. Immortal doesn't count, I refuse. Yeah, I refuse. I refuse. I would very much not like to pretend it does not exist.
Now I know which sigil marks the correct passage.
Oh, so we're going to the water one. Nice. Bingo, bango. Alright.
Alsud 991,110 is now following.
Alsud, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you. Hope you're having a good night. Hope everybody is.
I suppose being lost in a crumbling ruin is better than being lost in a swamp.
Fair enough, Lorath. I guess this is a step up from a poison swamp. Honestly, anything would be, I guess. All the explosions.
Your death nears.
This area is really fun to run through during rifts, too. Especially because you can cast through doors. Or over doors, I guess you should say. Because my other main that I play is a monk. I usually do like a Wave of Light monk. With a Sunwoko's, the monkey garb set. And then for my necromancer, when I'm like at max level and stuff, I usually go with the Trag'Oul set. If anyone knows what those, what that means. Basically means I use like blood spells.
This world can abide you no longer.
Very fitting that, you know, since I'm a vampire, but also it's like just a lot of fun and does so much damage. You know, like I said earlier, like billions of damage.
An interesting opponent.
It's fantastic. Absolute power fantasy. But definitely a very different vibe from like a Diablo 1 and 2. Blood. But I'm excited for 4 to see what 4's endgame is gonna feel like. So I wonder if it's gonna stay with more of a like dark fantasy kind of tone for like in 2, or if it's gonna be more of a power fantasy like in 3. Or maybe something in between. I don't know. I'm curious. I'll play the hell out of it to find out. I'm already prepared for it to take over basically the rest of my summer.
Decay and rot.
I'm still really curious if they'll ever revisit some of the tossed ideas for Diablo 4 that they used to have, that they explored but never did anything with, like the Souls-like Diablo game. So I would like something like that as like a side title. Not like a mainline, but like I could see it as like a spin-off. Goodness knows we're getting so many like Souls-like games lately. Like, what's the one that I've been seeing ads for? Lords of the Fallen, I think, was one I've seen lately.
All must serve the cycle.
Which like looks neat. I don't know if it'll be any good though, but looks neat at least on the surface. Scarab Cocoon. I almost wanted to read that as Crab Rangoon. But I think that's just because I'm hungry. Hey, Nekorine! Welcome in! How are you doing? You were playing... What were you playing? I think you were you playing some more Diablo?
Necron24
How are you
rated my
doing?
stream with 2 viewers.
Let me get that shout out. Thank you for the raid, Nekorine. Welcome, Raiders! Let's see, Liza P. Oh yeah, that's another one. Pinocchio themed Souls-like. Oh, you were playing System Shock 2. Oh, System Shock 2 Infinity. That's like a modded version, right?
Weakness consumes you.
Yeah, I love System Shock 2. Hope you're having fun. Which, oh yeah, the System Shock remake is finally getting the reviews out. So far, they seem pretty positive, actually, which is pretty decent. I'm impressed. Pinocchio x Bloodborne kind of looks. Yeah. Which, man, I really want to play Bloodborne. I'm one of those people that's waiting with bated breath for a PC port for Bloodborne. But yeah, how was System Shock 2 Infinity? What's the distinction between regular System Shock 2 and Infinity? You will someday, probably, maybe. I hope I get a freaking Bloodborne port in my lifetime. Dang it.
The grave beckons.
Because it seems like something that I would absolutely adore. Bloodborne PC, do not fool yourself. I can have hope, dang it.
I have trained well.
I'm allowed to have a little bit of hope as a treat. Difference is that Infinity has timeline shenanigans like Bioshock Infinite. It's like in like 6 endings. Really?
The grave beckons.
Does it like change much from the, of the story? I imagine it must for there to be like 6 different endings. Hope is illegal? No! Not my hope. You always play the OG in all its 30 FPS glory, or it's not always 30 FPS glory. I still need to play, as much as I loved System Shock 2, I need to try and go back and play System Shock 1. I want to play through the OG before I play the remake. But the UI takes a lot of getting used to with 1. Yeah, because you can jump to different timelines depending on what timeline you chose in the time pairs? I assume it's tears, not tears. Knowing you'll get used to the UI in no time. With enough time, I can get acclimated to almost anything like that. It just takes time. And a willingness to put up with a weird, janky AI for long enough to get used to it. Give me a loot. Nothing good, I bet. Oh? No, not really. No. But we're almost at max level. We're gonna start actually getting good loot soon. Okay, no, this is right.
Wait here, Laura.
You're going to kill her, aren't you?
Still you ask these questions.
We are all counting on you.
I love how Lorath was like, I'm gonna go with you to make sure that you don't kill Adria immediately. And then we get to right before we're gonna go find Adria, and we're like, hey Lorath, how about you stay here and just sit tight over by the entrance and don't ask questions. Bye. Damn straight we're gonna kill her. Reload skeletons. It's like, maybe there wasn't so much of a point of Lorath tagging along with as he thought. She's like, I'm gonna disregard that entire point of you showing up here. Sucks to suck. It's fine. Just a little bit of revenge as a treat. Because yeah, for our Necromancer at this point, it's like personal. Especially after the whole Leah thing. We're totally trustworthy. Who wouldn't trust Bone Mommy? Which, the reason why we're called Bone Mommy is because chat suggested it, and I didn't think that it would accept it, and it did. So that's why we're called Bone Mommy. Or at least this character is. Let's see, doesn't even need to be personal. If there's an option to kill someone, the answer is... I wouldn't say that. I normally don't... I normally would not opt for that. For violence first being a solution to anything. But it is a video game, and we do have a personal vendetta. I'll always execute literally everyone I can. I would hope not. That's like serial killer attitude at that point. Also, Adria's kind of annoying. I feel kind of bad for Adria, but then I also don't. Let's see, where's the elite? Oh, it's the blue ones. Don't be silly, I'm not a serial killer, just a yeah, wow, it's so much better. Adria thoroughly earned it at this point. Yeah, like I said, especially after... I mean, the Leah stuff alone is, like, so fucked up, like, monumentally. Like, yeah, she deserves everything that's coming to her. Like, 100%. About scale and ambition. I guess that's one way to look at that. But yeah, as much as I don't... As much as Adria kind of annoys me, I do find her interesting as a character. I can see why she ended up being, like, such a huge focus. But it's also really funny to me. Because I'll always remember her as her Diablo 1 iteration, where she's, like, her dialogue is so janky and weird. I sense a soul in search of answers. And then they just completely retconned her entire character after that. Just, it's really funny to think about how much they retconned her character in 3. It makes going back to play 1, like, extra funny. Right now, I'm like, GOG, give me the remake already! This way? So one thing is the Ruins of Corvus can be a huge frickin' level, especially in later difficulties. I feel like this is the wrong way. Yeah, this is probably the wrong way. This feels like it's going in a circle.
Your death nears.
Yeah, whenever I'm waiting for like a port or something of an old game, I always usually look for I look for it on GOG first, just because they tend to patch their games a lot better than Steam does. Down there, maybe? This place is like a little bit of a labyrinth. Good thing you're not playing another game that completely retcons characters from earlier games. Sonari. Thank you for the follow, Zombie Magic. I like the spelling with the X. Welcome in.
Weakness consumes you.
Yeah, Resident Evil also retcon a ton, right? Oh man. But at least, well, wait, did they retcon in remakes or in sequels?
I have uncovered and obscured an ancient tome in whose pages is recorded an impossible tale. The secret history of a race called the Nephilim, gods by another name, and their ruined civilization in the West. If this is true, how could all signs of these Nephilim be lost, but for the record of this single tome?
Let's see. Usually check out My Abandonware first, personally. Oh yeah, for like an old game, yeah, My Abandonware, and then like the PC gaming wiki for like all the patches and stuff to get it running. Like, man, I've gotten so good at like figuring out which games need like a voodoo wrapper versus like Scum VM, things like that. It's great that it's so awesome that fans keep these games like alive, though. Really, companies are so bad at preserving their own media, especially in this like age of online games and online-only titles and DRM. Like, fans and modders keep these games accessible, and man, they are absolute unsung heroes. Like, the one I always bring up is No One Lives Forever. I love that game, and you cannot get that game anywhere. And the companies that hold the IP to it, because it's split between the different companies, they refuse to work with one another, so we'll probably never get a remaster or a port or a re-release ever. So that game is purely kept alive through fans. Ari usually has some kind of retcon in each game. God, that's gotta get annoying after a while. Yeah, I remember people were pretty pissed about all the retcons from 8.
Take pride in this.
From RE Village. Because the only Resident Evils that I played all the way through are 7 and 8. So I only have like a
Do not fear the end.
vague feeling about like what retcons have happened and how much they permeate throughout the series. Let's see, where are the other ones? Oh, back here.
All must serve the cycle.
Nice. Let's see, they're giving you System Shock 2 Enhanced Edition as a pre-order bonus, a game that everybody's gonna ignore because we have the new Dark Engine version. New Dark Engine version. Is that a different version of System Shock 2? All else fails with classic games, PCM and DOSBox will usually run them. Usually. Yeah, usually. Honestly, it's less the DOS games that are hard to run, because yeah, DOSBox is always like constant. It's like the more, like, early 2000s, really late 90s games that were, like, XP titles and stuff. Or, like, ones that had, like, 16-bit installers. Because those don't even run on Windows anymore. Oh, maybe I was a fool. Maybe it was up here the whole time. New Dark Engine version is the last version that was released. Oh, okay. I wonder which version I played then. I think I played Enhanced Edition, actually. Oh, or is it down here? It is not. Nope, it's the other way. Late 90s, early 2000s games are what I usually fall back to PCM for. Yeah, when I was younger, I used to make, I used to do, like, virtual machines, and that's how I would run them. But it's kind of hard to do that for streaming if you don't have a second PC. Because it takes up a lot of RAM to do that.
More time.
To dedicate to a VM. Maybe this way? I think I left the chest back there. Oh, I probably have missed some. I'm not as concerned with deliberately seeking out loot at this level, just because we're getting pretty close to level 70. And then we're gonna start getting max level drops, and that's when the loot's gonna really matter. That's when the loot's gonna matter. That's when we get the good stuff. Let's see. Crazy folks of the unofficial patch made expanded it, but sadly it's not compatible with gameplay mods like Infinity. Aw, that's too bad. Is it there, then? It's gotta be that. That's like the only spot I haven't checked. Basically, the unofficial patch and Rebirth aren't compatible with the sequel. Rebirth has very nice nightmare fuel enemies. Ooh. Like more of like a horror aesthetic to it. Yes, there it is. Oh my god. The very last place I checked. That's so cursed. Alright. Revenge time.
Let's see where you've been hiding, Malthael.
Adria.
The angels will never suffer us to live. They cannot accept the fact that we may choose our own path. At least demons are not so rigid in their beliefs.
Oh, looks like we don't need to push her in. She's got big horns now. I actually like this design of hers. Yeah, she did it for us.
Demons and angels will not kill you.
Kerrigan vibes? Kinda, yeah, actually. Like a vampire Kerrigan, kinda, because she does a lot of, like, blood spells. Is that a spider demon? There's actually a different enemy, a different boss in this game, Sidea, who is a spider demon. But we fight her in Act 3. We try to take her back out, take her back out.
The power in my blood sings to me.
Again, I love that bosses aren't immune to being frozen by the skeletons.
Diablo sent me a vision. He had returned, and you were the one who freed him.
No.
He always finds a way. My master will return.
But you will not.
Damn. Just like, I don't care if he comes back, but you.
Angry because of Leah. What a waste.
She speaks of her daughter so... with such uncaring. Especially for someone that had, like, parental issues. She definitely did not learn from any mistakes that they made. Mistakes soon to be rectified.
I'm afraid not.
Don't be pessimistic like that. Come on. Yeah, exactly. Leah was just a tool to her. Nothing more.
I can't do that.
Oh, I need to heal.
I need healing.
I need healing. Oh, I got it. Almost got her, almost. Could punch her repeatedly in the face. The heck? Oh, I think she, like, did a weird transformation. I froze her mid-transformation. She was, like, hitting the floor. Checked out Curiosity and PCM actually using less RAM than Firefox currently. Damn, really? Actually, I guess that shouldn't surprise me. Firefox and browsers in general these days take up so many resources. Oh god. There we go. I'm good. I got better.
Heroes die.
Oh! My aura of frailty got her! That last sliver of her health was just gone. Nice.
My bag is full.
Oh.
Diablo will return. I have done what I can to ensure it. He always finds a way. In your heart of hearts, you know this.
Indeed I do. The franchise is named after him. Using less about half a gig while running an FMV game in Windows 98? That's not bad. And look, here's Lorath. He caught up to us somehow.
Adria had conjured an image of pandemonium before I interrupted her.
She was searching for Malthael, so he must be there.
So we managed to catch a glimpse of that and instantly identified it as pandemonium somehow. But it's a good thing we did.
I need to go back.
Yeah, interrupted her lifespan real good. But we got a little bit of revenge as a treat. Let's see. Any of these are not worth throwing out? I'm guessing no. Nah. Garbage. Into the garbage. Toss it all. Love the word pandemonium. Yeah, the Pandemonium Fortress is pretty cool. As we're going to see.
Death comes for you.
Very, very cool. Just having that sitting around town.
Seems to be in pandemonium.
No doubt he has gone to the fortress. Malthael can hold out there until the end of time. He is forcing us to come to him.
And what does that entail?
The only way to Pandemonium is through the high heavens. Let us leave at once.
Yeah, no problem. Just casually go back to... Go through the heavens gates.
Destroy the gate!
Uh-oh.
The Nephilim is here.
But why are they in heaven being, doing their reaping stuff? Shouldn't they be, like, not doing that to heaven? Doesn't that kind of go against their whole plan? Although Malthael's kind of lost his marbles, I guess, so maybe it doesn't really matter. I'm sure everyone in heaven will love to see us. Yeah, I'm sure Imperius is just dying to see us again, huh? Right? Oh, fuck.
Dares to attack us.
Vengeful Banshee is now following.
Thank you for the follow, Vengeful Banshee. Welcome in. Yeah, it's Unky Imperius. I'm sure he's so happy to see us. I'm sure he's thrilled.
Malthael is my brother. I fought 1,000 battles by his side, and I care not that he seeks to destroy you and your kind.
Thanks.
My brother has grown sick, and he must be put down for his own sake. Yet I have not the heart to do this. And so it falls to you. Come, Nephilim, to Pandemonium.
He's like, I hate you, and I don't care that he's trying to kill you and all of your people. But also, I need you to do me a favor. Such an asshole. I long for the day that we get to kick his ass someday. Yeah, exactly.
Malthael thinks he can delay the inevitable, but he underestimates my persistence. I will cross the ancient battleground of the angels and demons and journey on to the gates of the Pandemonium Fortress. This angel has disrupted the balance between life and death, and it falls to me to rebuke him.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it's like you feel bad for Imperius for like a split second, and then immediately you're like, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. I don't feel bad for you. Imperius, do you still get paid to do hits? Remind me of Swin saying Venji with the heart shape. A lot of people say his name like that, though.
Not far from here. Meet me there, and I will show you what must be done.
It is nice that we get to, like, just see him around again, I guess. Like, as a character. As much of an asshole as he is. Also that we get to revisit Pandemonium, which we have not seen since Diablo 2. But yeah, a lot of people tend to pronounce Venji's name... Oh, thanks.
We do not have the luxury of time.
Thanks, bro. It's like, you're being too slow. Here. Thanks, I guess. Imperius is so impatient. It's fine. But yeah, a lot of people pronounce his name as Vengi, which is really funny.
You will need to do better if you are to stand any chance.
Well, then maybe you could be doing this yourself, Imperius, if you really cared that much. Oh, but he just doesn't want to, because it makes him feel sad. Like, bro, do you just want to do it? Yeah, exactly. It's like, bro, if you have that much of a problem of how I'm doing things, why don't you do it? Like, you could easily do this then. I can forgive the arrogance, but this moment of kill stealing is so mad. Right? He just, like, gets fed up and steals all your kills and just yells at you. It's like he does everything in his power to make you just not stand his presence at all. It's great. I hate him. I love to hate him, though. Like, I'm really hoping he makes an appearance in Diablo 4. Even if not in the base game, if, like, an expansion or something.
Decay and rot.
That is a siege room. Bring it with you.
Just ordering me around. Let's see. To do that on purpose next time you collab with him. That would be pretty funny if I just started saying see how long it took him for him to say something.
Do you see the battering ram below? That is the only way you can breach the fortress gates. But it is useless without the siege rooms that power it. You have one in your possession, but there are two more. You will find them on the battlefield below, imprisoned along with the demons that carried them. Once you have the runes, go to the ram. But know this, Nephilim. Even if you release Malthael from his madness, I will not thank you for it.
Indeed.
We're like, okay. Thanks, I guess. He's such a dick. You know the angels are gonna show up in some way or another in 4? I hope so. Especially, like, I mean, why wouldn't they? They have to. I don't know in what capacity, but they gotta. I'm just really curious how. You have wings, can you just, I don't know, fly me over? No, but see, he wants to make it as difficult as possible for us. Because, you know, he hates us. Just the way he says our name, Nephilim. Like he's spitting it.
I'm unable to get it open.
Tsundere and jelly bitch!
I'm using strength.
Oh my god, I love that. It's barely even a headcanon, basically just canon. Just like my personal headcanon that is also basically canon is that Tyrael is like a massive himbo. Because all of his like naive mistakes basically like kind of set off like the course of events for the entire series, and that just makes me laugh. Like, good job, Tyrael. You tried. Bronze star. Were people supposed to be thanking me before? I've never been thanked before. It's fine. It's not like I'm doing this for Imperius anyway. Which is maybe why he doesn't feel obligated to thank us. Definitely has that not quite my tempo vibe.
The grave beckons.
If they didn't, like, wander off so far away, I could get them.
I'm afraid not.
I'm afraid not. There we go. It's not even worth it. Let's see, so we're looking for siege runes. I forget where we get them from. Do we get them from the Realm Walkers?
I must wait longer. I need aid. Do not fear the end.
Lord.
La Pandemonium is the Alpha and the Omega of the eternal conflict. It lies at the center of all things, linking the realms of heaven and hell. Long ago, when the angels were young, the aspect of wisdom found the eye of Anu here. He named it the World Stone, and all of heaven swore to protect it.
Lore! The origin of the World Stone. The Eye of Anu. Man, I hope we can find more of those scrolls. They are legitimately so interesting. Sounds like a shitty Hanar. Oh my god. It does kind of sound like a Hanar.
Fear the end.
Oh no, I can't unhear that now. Why did you do that? Now I can't unhear. Hey Fleur Furry, how you doing? Happy Monday. It's not like, oh, thank you for ending my genocidal brother, Nephilim. Not like I appreciate it or anything. Baka.
All must serve the cycle.
I'll laugh if, like, Imperius's, character arc is just him being a, like, full circle, like, tsundere. Like, at the end of the series, he's like, I guess I'll finally thank you, Nephilim. I'll laugh so hard if that ends up being his character arc, like, in 4 or 5 or whatever. Because my impression is that he's being corrupted into, like, an aspect of wrath or something. Especially after the, there's an animation that was released before Diablo 3 came out called Wrath. And it's about Imperius. And it kind of seems like that was what the direction of his character was going to be. That he's, like, being corrupted into, like, maybe a demon like Iswal, maybe? Oh yeah, if it's Tuesday for you, happy Tuesday! Let's see, this one wishes he could unhear it as well.
Got him!
This one wishes they could unhear that the narrator sounds like a Hanar. Hero's just gonna come down and accidentally drop Imperius' journal in front of you. Man, if only Ethereal... I hope Ethereal gets more screen time. Like, Ariel got to be in, like, Heroes of the Storm, but Ethereal is kind of, like... He's just kind of there. Let's see, is there loot down here? Or one of the siege runes, or am I just wandering around here for no reason? Yeah, the little
All
pumpkin.
must serve the cycle.
Yeah, I'm still working on the art for my outfit for the first. I know I've been trying to be finished with it for like forever, but turns out it's a lot more difficult than I was expecting. So I'm basically only gonna have like 2 days to rig, which, you know, it's probably fine. I'm sure it'll work out.
I can bring that down.
But it's definitely gonna be, I'm definitely gonna be like doing some crunching on that myself.
This world can abide you no longer.
But it'll get done. I know it will. I just might not have to sleep. It's fine. But thankfully I have like the next like week off after the first, so even if I don't get much sleep in the next couple of days, I will have plenty of time to sleep between playing Diablo 4. The answer was, yeah, I was just wasting my time. There's nothing here. This movie's for the well-adjusted people. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me, wouldn't be me.
Your death nears.
Also, I can't wait for like the inevitability that I'm gonna start like dreaming that I'm playing the game, and then I won't be able to tell if I'm like dreaming or awake anymore. Like I'll wake up, get ready to play more, and be like, wait, what did I actually do last time? That's how you know you're really immersed in the game. Like when I get in like Minecraft moods, and then I start getting those Minecraft dreams where I like fall in lava. I hate those dreams actually. Fuck those. Gonna try and kill us for loot? No! No. I'd never do that. Just sleep in your chair so you can grind in your sleep. Just get used to sleepwalking, but sleep playing. Like, you can play with a controller, just like, you just put a controller in my hands to go to sleep. See what happens. Wake up and I beat the game. That'd be the worst way to beat a game, though, because you wouldn't remember doing it.
Your death nears.
You would have missed all the story and stuff. These giant worms. Chat, would you still love me if I was a giant worm?
This is the way to the ram. I'd best find the siege runes first.
Alright, alright. Still need to find either of them. Wake up and you find out that you spent $100 on useless battle pass bullshit. Yeah, I've been seeing the memes about like battle pass.
Janitor _ J83 is now following.
Janitor J, hello! Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good night. Yes, meh. Worms are high in protein. Hello! Hope you're having a good night. Welcome in. We'll still be able to hang out and talk the way we would if you were a giant worm. Let's assume yes. Let's assume everything would be the same except I would be a worm. Oh, there's one. These demons frozen in time for who knows how long. Let's see. We'll have to interpret the wiggles. Oh, so you're assuming that I couldn't speak? I could only speak in, like, worm? Assuming worms even have a language. Maybe they only speak in wiggles. Or knowing animals, it's probably like they speak in, like, pheromones or something. See the other one down there. If you were a giant worm, would you let me occasionally chuck off a chunk or two to go fishing? Would only if I, like, grew those parts back.
We will crush you if it takes another 10,000 years.
And another?
This eternal battle only strengthens our resolve, foolish angel.
Really puts it into perspective how eternal this eternal conflict is that they've been fighting for 10,000 years. Like, damn. That's a long-ass time. The fucking worm!
Wingless angel. This is what they send to face me now. Die, insect.
That's actually an interesting detail, that they've been frozen for so long, they don't even know what a human is. They're like, a wingless angel? The fuck is this? What have they sent to fight me now? Let's see, that means we could cut Lucid in half and make 2 Lucids? Is that how worms work? Is that how they work? I'm not sure that's how worms work. Earthworms can regrow an entire body? Damn, really? Never mind. Man, worms actually sound very powerful. Kind of scarily powerful. Perhaps I would not mind being a worm. Speaking of Frozen, I just got the ice element in my game. Ooh, nice. Nice. Not ice. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Earthworms get 7 hearts. Jeez. I don't know. God, it's like the second time I've thought of Naruto today. I thought of, what was his name? It's been so long. He was in the Akatsuki, the guy that had like a bazillion hearts in his back. Starts with a K, I think. It's been so long. It's been so long since I've thought of him. No, not Hidan. Hidan's partner. His first one. I swear it started with a K. It's been so long. Also believe there's a tiny mouthful of razor-sharp teeth as well. Well, that sounds like nightmare fuel. Kakuzu, that's it! Oh my god. I haven't heard his name in years. Yeah, that's who I thought of, because he has, like, multiple hearts in his back. Boom. Hey, it's Tyrael! He came to join the party.
I bear grave news, my friend. The Sliver has revealed Malthael's plan to me.
Uh-oh.
It is worse than I could have imagined. He means to use the Black Soul Stone to capture all demonic essences, even those that linger in human hearts. If the stone is altered to rip the demonic essence out of every man, woman, and child on Sanctuary, they will all die.
Quickly then, we must begin the attack.
So he's gonna use this Black Soul Stone to just annihilate all of humanity at once. So the stakes are pretty high.
Malthael is fundamentally altering the Black Soul Stone. It will now pull in all the demonic essence from whatever plane of existence it finds itself in. But mankind is born of angel and demon alike. Every mortal, save myself, has demonic essence as an intrinsic part of their being. Losing that will rip their body and soul apart.
It's pretty fucked up. Let's see. Generally, a worm will only regrow a body. The amputated body won't regrow a new head. Okay, so you couldn't have 2 worms. It's a big gate. We sound so concerned about this. I mean, we're basically a god at this point. Maybe we're just unconcerned because we know that we're just gonna destroy everything anyway. Smash! At least the penguin's fur doesn't stop it from being cute. Penguins are so cute. The huge manatee. Oh no, the huge manatee.
Attack the hooks.
Come on, skeletons, help me. There we go. Got it. I'm not concerned. I can just turn the difficulty down. Bone mommy, probably. Malthael is a pretty hard fight, to be fair.
Break those hooks.
Break those chains. There we go.
Destroy those hooks.
Come on, I just broke them.
They're gone.
I just broke those. How rude.
Attack the hooks.
least Tyrael's helping. It's better than Imperius was doing.
One more hit, and it will fall.
One last smash. They do a lot of interesting stuff in Act 5. Like this. Smash.
The gates are down.
Like, it's really such a shame that Blizzard gave up on the Reaper of Souls team before they could do more expansions, because they clearly put a lot of love into it. Yeah, smash.
Pandemonium Fortress. When I fought Malthael, my sword passed through him like air. He is in a state of death and life, impervious to physical harm. Your magic is not enough. To defeat him, you must channel the power of death, as he does.
No priest of Rathma has ever fully achieved that.
Thank you for the care package.
The power of the dead. If you could become one with it, you would be as Malthael is, and you could face him. But you must find a way, quickly. Every moment, thousands die, and Malthael's power grows beyond anything I have ever seen.
Let's see a little bit more lore from Tyrael while we got him here.
The fortress feels strange and new to me, though I have come here times beyond count as its champion and as its liberator. It changes to match the nature of whoever controls it, but I have never seen it like this while under the control of an angel.
He has become something else.
Yeah, he's a Reaper now. And my posture is checked. Thank you, Alucard. Yeah, because we've been here before in Diablo 2 when it was controlled by an angel.
Master, why are you here?
Our Necromancer Master. So I thought that was, when I first played this, I thought that was the Diablo 2 Necromancer, but it's not.
We are reunited at our most dire hour.
Because the D2 Necromancer's name is Zul.
Our priests have fallen.
Even you, Master.
It is as it should be. I have come to aid you in defeating Malthael. You must wield a power beyond what you have ever dreamed possible. But first, you need to free us from our prison deeper in the fortress.
I swear it will be done.
Ooh, and we can get more lore. This doesn't seem suspicious at all. Surprisingly, it is not.
This angel commands a power beyond his understanding.
Surely he possessed great knowledge as the Archangel of Wisdom.
Yes, but he sees virtue only in the light, not the balance. Without some measure of harmony between both these forces, we are all lost. The victory he imagines for himself could never come to pass.
And I'll say again that the Necromancer being the protag gives you a really interesting perspective on this whole thing. You know, what with the whole balance stuff.
The truth is that you were not finished with your training when you left us. But I knew that if you'd stayed, you would have died in Malthael's attack.
You said many.
Tearful Solid 100 is now following.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome in, Tearful Solid. Hello. Hope you're having a good night.
But perhaps you see it more clearly.
Welcome in.
There is still a great deal you must do before your journey ends.
Alright, let's go. We're off to find the Soul Prison. But first, cutscene.
Nephilim. The Black Soulstone journeys through the portal to Sanctuary. Even now it spreads death across your world. And so ends the eternal conflict.
Yeah, because I guess from Malthael's perspective, I mean, with the Primeval gone right now in the Black Soulstone too, if he gets rid of humanity, all that would be left would be angels. So I guess to him, that would kind of end the eternal conflict.
This will be
Not in a very
challenge.
positive way for anyone but him, but, you know, I'm not sure he's really concerned with that.
The grave beckons.
I remember there are enemies here that might actually kill me a few times. There's like Reaper assassins that like can leap at you and almost kill you in like a one hit. But I'm not too concerned. This isn't a hardcore character or anything. Man. Winning the war through war crimes is not winning the war. It also calls into question, like, what is really virtuous about, like, angels that would win a war through, like, genocide? It makes you wonder, like, what is really good versus evil in this world?
They call me a hero. I slew demons beyond count. I won battles and broke sieges, but it availed me nothing. I know that this war can have no victor, only an eternity of revenge, pride, and hatred. Tyrael does not understand. He cannot see beyond the glory of battle. In time he may, but that day is not yet here.
Oh, I hope we find all of these, especially because they're going to be so relevant for Diablo 4. Because they're Inarius' own words about what he went through. When he was, when he came to this conclusion about the eternal conflict and decided to join Lilith. His inner turmoil. I've always maintained, even with like the base game too, the base story, like with the dialogue and characters, might be not the greatest, but the lore, oh, the lore has always been good. The lore has always been so solid. Let's see, I don't like how far some people would go. Yeah, me neither. War is always terrible. War is always terrible, and in some cases, depending on if, like, you know, who you're fighting against, it could be worth it, but the human cost is always just so sad. Betting a different team was in charge of the lore. I think that too. I think it probably was a different writing team. Stupid question. Did we fight Diablo in this game? Because we fight his sister in the next one. We fought Diablo in Act 4 of this game. Similar to Diablo 2, where you fought him in Act 4, and then you fought Baal in Act 5 for 2. When we fight Malthael in Act 5 of this game. I'm not sure if we'll fight Diablo in 4. I'll be honest. Or at least not in the base game. I'm thinking, and this is just my, like, conspiracy theorying, because, like, obviously I've not played the game. But my conspiracy theory is that he's gonna be saved for, like a world boss event type thing. Like a, kind of like a Destiny raid. That's what I'm thinking. That's the vibe I'm getting from Diablo 4, is like a more multiplayer focused game.
There must be others who seek a way out of the endless strife. Angels and demons who feel enslaved by our fate. I cannot be unique in all of creation. I know my path. I will find those disillusioned of the war and lead them.
See, I kind of am on board with Inarius' idea initially. He's like, I'm done with all this endless fighting. We'll never win. It's just endless conflict and death forever. There has to be another way. Yeah, we'll see embodiment of how many times you're gonna teach this lesson, old man. Doesn't he get tired of coming back? Nah. Nah, it's like his whole deal. Shows up with snacks. Hey, Cyber Shinobi! How you doing? Hope you're having a good night. Hello, hello! What kind of snacks did you bring for us? Doesn't sound like it would be super disappointing. That sounds like it would be super... I don't know. It kind of reminds me of how in Diablo 2, aside from fighting him in Act 4, there was actually 2 different versions of Diablo you could also fight. Uber Diablo, which he could appear randomly wherever you are. I think it was depending on how many Stones of Jordan people sold on that server, would make him randomly appear as an event. And then there was Pandemonium Diablo, which was a lot more involved, because you needed to, like, get 3 different keys, and it was complicated. But I'm thinking if they were to bring back Diablo in 4, I wouldn't mind if they, like, made him just, like, a Pandemonium event type, like, yeah, like an event type boss. I wouldn't mind that too much. like, really build up to him. Let's see, what is that weapon of ours? What, like the one I'm wielding right now? This is a big, big sword. It's just a random, rare, two-handed sword. Doom stand.
My father is content to fight the same battles and the same foes while everything turns to ashes. Those victories might last a day.
She sounds so different in 4 now.
I am overburdened. The war will never be won so long as he and his brothers lead. There is an end to it, but fools like my father are too blind to see it.
See, she and Inarius were kind of on the same page.
My
like,
bag is full.
I need to throw some stuff out. They're like, this eternal conflict's never gonna end. There has to be another way, but no one else is gonna listen. It's kind of cute. It's kind of cute how they're both, like, actually on the same page and stuff. Watching the lore videos about them is just, like, kind of heartbreaking. God, it's so cursed. What a cursed name. Let's see, I don't think I have anything to identify. Nah. Anything that will boost my numbers. I'll take those. And everything else is trash. Bye. There we go. Look hilarious dragging the huge sword. It's very anime, isn't it? Kind of reminds me of Fenris in Dragon Age 2 dragging around his ginormous sword, and it just looks so anime compared to like everyone else in the game. Ruling and destroying everything sounds like it would be boring when you're done. Kinda, yeah. Yeah. I mean, what would you have to rule over if you've destroyed everything? Just hope Grandmother Lilith isn't a letdown like her brother.
The grave beckons.
His name was Lucian, right? Wasn't he literally only in the novels, though? I'm trying to remember how he died, even. It's been a long time since I read the novels. I haven't read them since, like, middle or high school. Whenever they came out. Let's see. She'd be the Microsoft sister company. Big sister company to Microsoft. Big Heart. It took me a second. That's fucking funny. Omaiwa Moshinderu. Is Diablo her brother-in-law? Her uncle. Because her dad is Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred. So Diablo and Baal are her uncles. And then her brother, because she did have a brother. Oh, okay. You got that mixed up? Yeah, so she... Because it's funny, because she did actually have a brother. Mephisto had 2 children. Unky Diablo. But yeah, but Mephisto's son, I'm pretty sure he was killed in the Sin War novels. I think Odyssean killed him? It's been a long time since I read the books. He's not that important, to be fair. There's a reason why, like, most of the lore kind of pretends he doesn't exist, or, like, barely mentions him. It's like, oh yeah, he was a thing, I guess. Where the heck is this soul prison? Maybe I'm not even going the right way. Jump to a conclusion with this. Yeah, I'm wondering if he's gonna get brought up in Diablo 4. I feel like he'd be super relevant to the game, because I mean, you know, Lilith and all that.
This world
but the only lore video I've seen him mentioned in was they've been doing some Book of Lorath videos they've been releasing on YouTube, and they only mentioned him in the family tree, and they didn't really mention him anywhere else. So I'm thinking he probably won't. But they at least still remember he exists, so he's not retconned out of existence at least. He's not that irrelevant. Maybe Diablo is the big heart. Because he has such a murder heart on with destroying humanity. Actually, Diablo does not want to destroy humanity, ironically enough. When the big vote between the Angiris Council and Odyssean happened, where they were voting to whether or not to exterminate humanity, Diablo actually voted, well, I don't know if he actually had a vote that counted, but he was in favor of not killing all of humanity. Because, I mean, you can't feed off fear if there's no one to feed off of. And he's smart enough to know that. And he also sees humanity as potential potential allies against heaven. Or allies is a strong word. More like tools. Lucid lore dumps. This is like one of my hyperfixations is all. You know. Animals, this sucks. What, heaven voting whether or not to exterminate us like vermin? Yeah, they kind of suck. Tyrael voted to save us, though. Because he knew there was no justice in, you know, genocide. So, Tyrael's at least cool. Ariel also voted to save us. The aspect of hope. Malthael abstained. So, but his vote still counted as one against us, though.
I was struck down in the third charge. I lay upon the ground, only to wake in chains. I did not know that demons took prisoners. I babbled like a fool about my dreams of escaping this war. My captor freed me and said that we would meet again. Her name was Lilith, daughter of Mephisto.
Aww, she freed him. That's how they met. Oh, the next writing of Lilith. Angels want to kill us for being part demon. Demons want to kill us for shits and giggles. Diablo wants us to help fight heaven. We're just caught in the middle for shit that has nothing to do with us. Yep. Yep, exactly. And the character that we met earlier in the game, from Act 2, Zoltan Kuhl, his whole deal was, he thought that we should just exit out of this eternal conflict entirely and just kill both of them off. He's like, we're basically gods if we regain the power of the Nephilim. Like, let's just kill them all. And just be done with it all. And there's a decent group of players that are pro Zoltan Kuhl and think that Kuhl's idea was pretty cool. Pun intended. Diablo just wants our fear, our tasty, tasty, yummy fear. General dark fantasy in a nutshell. I love that though. I love when there's cool lore in a dark fantasy title. It's not just like your typical run-of-the-mill stuff. And the ideas that they have in this game for the lore for like heaven and hell and the ideas behind it, I think are so cool and interesting. There we go. Now we can hear her.
I took a prisoner in the battle, an angel whose light was dimming. I brought him to my lair for my amusement, but he surprised me. My touch seemed to breathe life into him. He raved like a madman about how he wished to escape the war. Perhaps I have found someone I can use.
Might have made a deal with Diablo for that no one fucks with humanity. I mean, that kind of almost was a thing. That's kind of what, so... See, this is me lore dumping again. But basically... Okay, it is in level 2. Okay. Wanted to make sure I was on the right track. But yeah, in the Sin War series, basically, the amount of lore being dumped in this stream. But basically during the Sin War, before Heaven knew that Sanctuary even existed, after Lilith and Inaris had stolen the World Stone and made Sanctuary, the Prime Evils were aware of humanity, or the Nephilim at that point. They were aware of the Nephilim and humanity and Sanctuary, but they decided to be stealthy about it. So instead of just like invading Sanctuary like full on, they established a church, the Triune, and they all had different code names. So instead of Mephisto, the Lord of Hatred, he was Mephis, the like Lord of Love or whatever. And I think Baal, what was Baal's name? Bala, I think? And he was like the like Lord of Determination. No, wait, he was the Lord of Life. And then Diablo was Dialon, who was the Lord of Determination or something like that. And they were all like gods. But it was like a false church. It was actually a cult. But the idea was like like the closest followers who actually knew what was going on behind the church. Oh, that's what Lilith's brother did. He helped establish those churches. But the idea was that the humans that, like, served Diablo and his brothers, that they would be spared from, like, the destruction of humanity if that were ever to happen. Basically, like, hey, this is a pretty shit deal for all of you, but if you work for us, maybe you'll do not so terribly. You know, typical cult stuff. But by the end of the Sin War, they tore down those churches, and, yeah, Heaven found out everything, and the church's Zatharum started, like, be more prevalent, things like that. But by the time Diablo 3 starts, the Triune is basically come back. And that's, like, Magda's whole thing. Gods that accepted sacrifice. Yeah, you know, as one does. Part of this started because of some stupid power rock. The World Stone? Is that what you're referring to? Basically, that was just like an escape plan for Inarius and Lilith. They're like, we're gonna steal this World Stone thing, and we're just gonna make a planet for our children to live on. Just wanted to watch cute anime girl play game. Didn't expect full-on lesson of Diablo lore. Sorry, this anime girl is a big Diablo fan. Historically speaking, more gods accepted sacrifice than not. I guess so, in the grand scheme of things.
I see now. This is what you spoke of. I feel as though I am on the edge between life and death, and both will bend at my command.
You are closer to the cycle than any of us have ever been. Use this power to bring us peace.
You have given me a great gift, Master.
I give you a challenge. Do not fail.
So now we're in a state between life and death. So we can fight Malthael. And now we get more lore unlocked. Primeval always had a plan A, B, C, and D. Oh yeah, I mean, Diablo had plans, even if retconned, that spanned at least, like, 200 years. He is very patient. Wow. Like, you like the Garfield and Friends opening? It's so random. I do like Garfield. If you don't want Diablo lore, you could always ask her about her opinions on Naruto. No, you don't want me to go on those rants. I will rant. Duly noted. Don't go on the rant. Don't worry, brothers, I have several contingency plans in case shit hit the fan. Funnily enough, he doesn't really inform them on those plans. Supposedly, I forget which novel it was. Might have been Book of Adria. Adria talks about how when she was marking their souls to be drawn into the Black Soul Stone, how Mephisto kind of like Mephisto resisted her because he was kind of pissed about not being in charge of the Black Soul Stone, because the way she drew the runes was it would leave Diablo in charge. And Mephisto was like, I don't know if I like that deal, but you know, tough shit. Seriously need to read the books to be able to follow the lore. There's a lot of really like useful videos and stuff that sum up the most important parts, but there's a lot of details and stuff in the books that obviously would not be there, but are kind of sprinkled throughout still. Let's see. By the way, brothers, you aren't part of the plans. Basically.
We studied the cycle for years, but we did not see the extent of this disaster. There were dark portents after the World Stone shattered. The Masters spent years trying to decipher them. It was clear that something was coming.
If only we had better prepared.
My apprentice, if we had not made these preparations, you would not be standing before me now.
And if I remember right, Moon of the Spider takes place immediately after the World Stone shattering, and there's like a little bit of Necromancer lore that happens in that book too. And I've said before, the Necromancer protag from Moon of the Spider and Kingdom of Shadow makes a cameo in Act 5 of this game, actually. But we didn't see him, though. It's kind of a rare chance for him to spawn in the swamp.
What if I had been defeated and could not reach you?
There are many spirits here, great and small from across the lands. I have instructed them on how to aid their allies, much as I have aided you.
Of course, you consider everything.
It is a trait I would like to see in my apprentices as well.
Why does this feel more investing than Warhammer for me? I'm not familiar enough with Warhammer lore to be able to say why or not. Though I am kind of intrigued by Warhammer lore. One thing I really wanted to show real quick, is that we do have the skull companion from that necromancer from the book. Humbart is an unlockable pet that I just have. In the book, he's a talking skull. He's actually pretty funny.
When this is over, I shall
The
return
Warhammer lore
to
does
the
seem pretty
metropolis.
interesting, though.
Death Speaker Jordan will know of your actions.
That is impossible. He was one of the fallen.
Then who leads our numbers?
You must show them the way. Ensure that our traditions survive.
So casually dropped there that we're now basically the leader of the necromancers, because everyone else is dead. Kind of an important little detail there. But yeah, Warhammer stuff is kind of interesting to me. Someday I want to get into it. I just don't really know where to start. Because it's kind of an open... It's kind of like an open, like, franchise, right? Like, pretty much anyone can make Warhammer content. So I'm not really sure what's, like, a good starting point, or, like, what would be considered, like, a good canon starting point. Necromance the necromancers. Yeah, just resurrect all of my fellow necromancer brothers and sisters and siblings. Just resurrect everybody. That's how that works, right? No, not really. It's not how that works. Warhammer's lore is interesting, but can also be summed up as, and then it got worse. I think one of my favorite, like, Warhammer, not really canon, like, theories, though, is that Event Horizon's like a prequel. That's like one of my favorite little things, because I like Event Horizon as a movie, and that just makes it, like, really interesting to me. Could be because the lore is more compact and ties together a bit neater. Warhammer has many decades, many writers. Got a bit confused when looking at the big picture. It's a fun rabbit hole. That makes sense. That's kind of how I feel... That's kind of how I felt about, like, EU Star Wars before it got reset into Legends. There were so many hands in the pot, there were so many novels, so many comics, and so many different interpretations of all the characters. It was kind of hard to, like, figure out what mattered and what didn't after a point. I kind of understand why they kind of just threw it all out eventually. As frustrating as it was how they did it. Like, make your own forces, GW. Is that the company that, that owns Warhammer? Gotten a bit stricter on fan content in recent years? Bolt Gun, the recent Warhammer game, Bolt Gun looks really cool, because I love boomer shooters. I heard it's like a sequel to, Warhammer 40k Space Marine, though, so I think I want to play that first. Games Workshop. Oh, okay. Did they retcon stuff again? They're super anal with their IP? Really? I guess that's the opposite of what I heard. Or unless they changed, like, in recent years, it sounds like, maybe?
This world can abide you no longer.
Also, we're about to hit max level. We're gonna hit max level at the end of the game. That's kind of perfect. One person I think a Chaos God is so powerful that they beat someone so badly with metal that the victim turned into a sword? Someone became a sword? That's kind of impressive. Only experience Warhammer lore is someone I know talking about it randomly. They don't retcon stuff a lot in 40k. Well, that's good at least. So it sounds like it's at least somewhat consistent, or they try to be. But yeah, about the comment earlier about Diablo lore being a lot more compact, I think I agree with that. I think it helps that the story, like the base story in 1 and 2 especially, is like fairly simple. Like, it's just a simple, like, you're chasing a demon across an X location and defeating him. But then it's like all the deeper stuff is like so interesting, and it ties in so well. Path. Oh, this is the ones from Malthael. And, like, even when I was a kid, like, I loved just reading the manuals for the games. Like, Diablo 1's manual has so much, like, little short stories and lore in it. It was... it legitimately got me, like, really interested in reading as a kid.
I heard a sound and did not know what it was. I sought wisdom in the chalice, but there was none. The sounds called to me, and I knew them. Human souls. But where?
God, the voice acting's so cool, though. Let's see. Played both Space Marine and Bolt Gun, and both are awesome. Good. I'm excited then. Because I know my stepdad's been wanting me to play Space Marine for, like, forever. So, sounds like I finally have some motivation to. Was Angron, a demon Primarch who beat another demon prince into a sword? He beat another demon prince into a sword. That's so extra. God, why are these so tanky? Warhammer lore actually doesn't have a canon. Like, if you write a story for the Black Library, you don't have to read up on other things other writers have written. Make up stuff that contradicts any other books or games. Oh, so it's like the complete opposite of consistent. That actually sounds... That actually sounds a lot more like the Star Wars EU, then. Because there were writers that, like, refused to, like, read any other stuff that people had written, and just kind of did their own thing. Trying to find the right path.
Give it more time.
Give it more time. Is it this way, or am I going the wrong way? It might be this way. Demons end up bound into weapons regularly in Warhammer 40k? That's just like a fate that just happens a lot. Like, oop, I lost this battle. Guess I'm gonna be like, I don't know, a hammer. Could you be any weapon, or is it always swords? Like, could you be made into, like, a slingshot or something silly? Don't understand the context, but isn't everyone angry? Everyone in Warhammer is angry. That's what it sounds like. Okay, Warhammer is a tabletop game first and foremost. That's fair, yeah. Demon that becomes a weapon can get better if you destroy the weapon. Oh, so like they could come back and be like a demon again, basically? I assume that's what you mean by better, not like better as in like they're like a better person or something after the weapon's destroyed.
Give it more time.
I was turned into a weapon for like several decades. I'm better now. I've worked on myself a little bit. See, demon weapons come in many such forms. A slingshot wouldn't surprise me much. That would be pretty funny though, wouldn't it? It's a fan theory. I'm trying to see if I can pronounce that right. Robout? My brain is trying to wrap myself around how many L's that is. Gilliman? I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong, I'm so sorry. Could show up on New Seria before the Emperor since the planets aren't very far from each other. You could have offered his help. There's so many names there that I don't know what they are.
Be a challenge.
I would have to like hear those names said out loud to get used to how you pronounce them. Not a better person knows more lines of she turned me into a newt. I got better. That's what I assumed it was, yeah. It would be pretty funny if it was the other way, though. They say, like, the demon or its essence gets bound to the weapon. Oh, pronunciation. Robute Gilliman. Gilliman. I like that. I understand that now. Thank you for that. It is tricky. It's tricky, 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 tricky. Don't know how much I know. If you have an opinion, that's fine. They did actually do a video on how to pronounce the names some months back. That's very helpful. See, by the way, the Horus heresy could have been prevented if the Emperor killed... I don't know any of these people. I vaguely know of the Emperor just because I've seen the bolt gun taunts. And I've heard that from people playing it that, like, apparently just the Emperor wants you to kill everybody. I assume that means you basically are playing the bad guy, right? I mean, I assume it's it's an emperor. I assume it's a totalitarian regime of some sort. Which I don't mind. If it's like a fun game, interesting perspective. I don't mind games where you play the villain. Like, one of the games on my list I want to replay that I haven't played in years is Overlord. That game was... I remember that game being really fun, though. The Chaos God of Corn.
I must wait longer.
I definitely didn't immediately think of the band. The Chaos God of the band Korn. Warhammer 40k is no good guys. They're all genocidal. That's kind of the... That lines up with what I heard. Was basically everyone's a bad guy.
I must wait.
We're all bad guys here. Chaos God of Blood. Korn. You guys in 40k is complicated. There's a series called If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. Is that actually the name? While a parody is a good jumping in point. That's so funny. That's like an actual title. That's really funny. I'm intrigued. Just stay away from Slanesh. I don't know who that is, but okay. Like how we seamlessly transition from Diablo lore dumps to Warhammer lore dumps. Well, I can lore dump about Diablo, but it's... I mean, I enjoy reading all of your lore dumps on Warhammer, because that's something I don't know about. So you get to educate me. An exchanging of lore information and lore dumps. An exchanging of ideas. But we're actually getting pretty close to Malthael now. Now that we're in this area with the Death Gates, we're getting closer to them. Let's see. When your idea of a good time is violently beating everything around you to death, you're not a good guy. I have heard that the orcs are basically like the better of the like factions in Warhammer. Better being like they're the least evil inherently.
That is not possible.
Lesson 1. Magnus did nothing wrong. Is this a Magnus apologia, or is it real? Place reminds you of the Arcane Sanctuary. It does kind of have those vibes. But the Arcane Sanctuary is so pretty with the stars all around. But this arena's pretty cool that we're approaching here. Look at this. Giant ball of death. Checkpoint. Let me identify this, because if it does a fuck ton of damage... Oh! Does a little bit more. Ever so slightly more. And I'm gonna need that, because Malthael is kind of actually a tough fight. There we go.
The Soul Stone is a born sanctuary. The blood of demons will soon be gone from all creation. You will be the last of your kind for a few moments.
He's so tall.
Death comes, Nephilim.
Alright, he's probably gonna kick my ass. Okay, at least I'm doing a decent amount of damage. I just need to not die. And he has a few attacks that would probably one-shot me. Oh, stop stunning me! That's bad.
The eternal conflict ends.
Blood for the Blood God, books for the Deckard Cain. I'm so glad I mixed the music to be louder, because it's so good. Because for context, the sound effects are normally, like, so much louder. You can't hear anything.
Death is beyond your
Give it more time.
Need more essence. Yeah, because normally I have my sound effects set mixed at like 25% right now.
That needs to recharge.
Because otherwise you would barely be able to hear dialogue or music. Especially music.
The eternal conflict ends. The end is inevitable.
250 million HP? That makes sense. This game is ridiculous with numbers. Like in Endgame, you're doing literally billions.
Dies. There is nothing to save.
Stop tossing me around! Oh, which speaking of the volume mixing, if you're playing Diablo 4, I highly recommend also probably adjusting as well there. Because I think I had the same issue where it was mixing the sound effects way too high. Hey Devo! How are you doing? Happy Monday! Hope you're having a good night. Quit fooling Lucid, this Chad's job. Ah! Is that what you meant?
Death will release you from pain.
It's like, death will release you from pain. Indignant Mo in response. That's what our little cow pet companion probably said.
Your world dies. There is nothing to save.
Yeah, you need some rye. A Snickers, some rye. Oh, phase 2? Phase 2.
The power of death. But that is not the only weapon I possess.
Uh-oh. The Black Soul Stone. He absorbed it all into himself. So that's fine. This is where the fight gets hard. But he's still not immune to being frozen by my skeletons.
You are out of time.
See, those are his attacks that can...
Give it more time.
The, like, ray of, like, blood attack that he does and, like, that fireball attack can be insta-kills.
I must wait.
Death consumes all.
I am! Thankfully he was targeting my skeletons. Just kill him harder. Yeah, exactly. We'll be fine. It's fine. Acupuncture real time. How companions the actual protagonists or just being puppeted by it? Yeah, like Ratatouille. We're just following the cow's orders. He is a royal calf. He is a prince, technically. So I mean, you could headcanon that we're following the prince's orders. The prince cow. Oh, don't hit me! Oh, I barely missed.
In the end, all bow to death.
Oh, I just barely managed to wait for that to refresh. The orders of beef. My aura frailty also works on him. GG! And there go all the souls that he put in himself. Released into the world. including
My
Diablo's.
insight grows.
And we ended the game on level 69. Nice. I definitely didn't do that intentionally, but nice. Holy shit. A beautiful finish. Imperius, well, he'll be back to normal in a few millenniums. Technically, maybe. Supposedly, when archangels die, they eventually get reborn at the Crystal Arch with, like, all their memories wiped and stuff. But we've never seen it happen. It's just, like, in theory. Do you hate it when you remember a snippet of a book you read a long time ago, can't wait to reread it, can't remember enough of it to find a title? Yes. Or movies, too. I've had that happen. Alright, let's see what Tyrael has to say.
Where is the Black Soulstone?
Malthael destroyed it and consumed Diablo's soul.
Then Malthael's death will have released Diablo.
Yep.
He is free.
Alright. I think it's cutscene time. We ready? Malthael, so what was I doing? Alright, knowledge, right? Yeah, we're assuming that if he does get reborn, he would be reborn as the aspect of wisdom again? Maybe? We don't really know. Movie time. There he goes.
The Nephilim had done the impossible. By conquering death, she had redeemed the angels and saved all mankind.
Yeah, we're basically a god now.
In that moment, with victory at hand, I saw the Nephilim in a new light. She is a hero who can defeat the champions of heaven and hell, and a necromancer who protects the innocent. But within her beats a mortal heart that will one day be tempted to corruption. On that day, will she have the strength to resist? Or will she be our doom?
Well, that's ominous as fuck. GG! Yes, Malthael was the final boss. Congratulations! We beat Diablo 3. Nice, nice, nice. Ah. Honestly, Reaper of Souls absolutely redeems Diablo's story, I think. Diablo 3's story, I mean. Because the base game story is very shaky. But man, Reaper of Souls, this team really put a lot of work in, and you can tell. And I like this game. I gave this game a lot of shit, especially the way it launched back in the day. But the way it is now, like the state it's currently in, I genuinely enjoy the hell out of it. And thank you all for being on this journey with me to replay this, because it's been a long time since I played my way all the way through the campaign. Finished this expansion really fast. It helped that I had chat to hang out with. And I just like kill Innocent 2 and Tyrael in heaven and hell in the world. I mean, the implication of that ending. I don't know. But I guess maybe we'll find out in a sequel of maybe in 4, maybe after 4. His voice sounds like Arbiter from Halo. Is he voiced by Keith David? I actually don't know. Reaper Souls was their last chance for a new generation to have a positive impression of their series without going back to the originals. They had to pull out all the stops. Yes, I completely agree. But then Blizzard didn't have faith in the project, and they canned all the future expansions after this, which is why we never got any more expansions after this, aside from the Necromancer pack. And then they just kind of started working on other things, and eventually just moved on to Diablo 4. So, like, there was initially going to be another expansion that centered around King Leoric. Some of that kind of got repackaged into the Necromancer pack as just, like, some, like world exploration stuff and, like, Rift stuff. but sadly we'll never see what that full campaign would have been like. Let's see. This was back before Blizzard lived up to its name in the office, right? This would have been back in 2013 or 14? I forget which date Reaper Souls came out. Almost certainly not. Yeah, this was after the Activision purchase, I'm pretty sure. What do you prefer to be, demon fodder or serve the glory of the Bone Army? I do plan on playing Necromancer as well for my main. Moving on under other things. Remember the line, don't you people have phones? That was well afterward. I'm pretty sure they worked on... I think Overwatch maybe came out after this. I think would have been the thing that came out after. March 2014. Yep, that sounds about right. So yeah, it would have been Overwatch that came out after in 2016. Let's see, do you know who was the narrator for that scene? It would have been Tyrael's voice. So whoever does Tyrael's voice would have been the narrator. But yeah. We don't have to watch the full credits, but... Man, oh, is the game gonna crash? It's probably not used to playing the credits. But we did it! Here, for posterity. Here, I can switch to my main and we can do like a regular rift, just to show. Just so you can see... just so you can see the ridiculous damage numbers. Just for funsies. Jonathan Adams. Yeah, I don't know if I... Oh!
Subject 887 is now following.
Thank you for the follow, Subject 887. Thank you. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know if I know anything else that Jonathan Adams has done. Would I know anything? Let's see, let's do a regular rift, just because I want to show the damage numbers. So this is post level 70, Paragon level 747 Necromancer. Just to show you all what this is like.
Unleash your power, champion.
Because it is... Everything will die. This is Torment level 16. So this is the highest Torment level that you can play. And as you can see, I'm doing about 300 billion damage. Everything dies. Look at all the death spread. It's ridiculous.
Do not fear the end.
At post-endgame content just is so ridiculously fun. It's just pure power fantasy. Look at the bone boy running. In this case, the bone skeletons that are following me are just me. I split my body into like muscle and bone. The simulacrum.
My health is restored. I must wait longer.
So basically, the ability that I'm using, I have a set called Tregul's Scales in the Tregul's avatar. So, my life-spanning abilities deal 10,000% increased damage, and my healing from skills is increased by 100%. And then I have my Funerary pick, so every time I use Siphon Blood, I get free Blood Novas. So my Blood Novas do like an extra 10,000% damage. It's ridiculous. It's why everything just explodes. It's like, it doesn't matter that they have billions of health, they're just dead. They cease to exist.
You will make a fine corpse.
Gee, I wonder why Imperius thinks that we're incredibly dangerous and scary. We only killed the primeval and the aspect of death. You know, no big deal. Definitely not something to be worried about. I'm sure we'll be fine. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Yay, funny numbers. Still better than Demon Hunter spin to win across the map. Yeah, okay, Demon Hunters are way faster. Like, you think this is fast? Demon Hunters are way faster. My Monk is also really fast, too. But my Necromancer, I think, does more damage at this point. Wonder why Imperius is so concerned about the Nephilim. Yeah, gee, I wonder. Maybe it's because we're ruthless gods that could kill that are capable of killing, like, even the strongest demons and the strongest angels in creation.
This world can abide you no longer.
Definitely not something to be concerned about. No. Definitely won't have any implications for the future. Just everything dies immediately. It's so fun. Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. God, there's so much loot, I can't pick it all up fast enough. It's like the best problem to have. The creation. I think I made a mistake when making the Nephilim. I mean, that's basically an Arius. An Arius being like, maybe this was a bad decision. This thing one-shots bosses, doesn't it? Oh yeah, I one-shot everything.
The night embraces you.
Like, the only time I don't one-shot things is if I do greater rifts and go up to... I think my max currently is 116. But there's people that can go up to, like, 150. Oh, there he is. And there he is. There he was.
I am returning to
And just
town.
like that, rift done. But then we get Tyrael and Laura just kind of hanging around. They say some, like, fun little banter tidbits, like Tyrael wondering what that pain is in his stomach, and Laura having to explain to him that he, like, needs to eat food. Because Tyrael, I guess, didn't figure that out yet.
You have proven yourself worthy of your blood.
Can we see the Moo? Unfortunately, actually, do I have one lying around? Do I have a spare? I'm not sure if I have any spare ways to get to the cow level on this character. Moo. I might on my other, actually. Moo. Here, let me switch to my other character, because I might have on my non-seasonal, which would be Bone Apple Teeth. Because I couldn't fit Bone Apple Teeth. Let's see. Hopefully I have one. If I have if I have one of those, I'll maybe. We'll see. Do I have one? Oh, so much crap filling my inventory. Even just one. I don't think I see one. Oh, wait! I have one! I have one! Totally not a hoarder. It's... Yeah. Also, wait, are we... Oh, we're on campaign. I need to go to adventure mode. Hold on. But I do have one. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. It's required to play Diablo? I mean, kinda. Okay. We're gonna see the cows. Was that a crowbar? Yes. It's one of my transmogs.
Ruhouses is now following.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Ruhouses? Is that how you pronounce it? Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Here, I can show you some of my transmogs, because I have a fuck ton. But yeah, currently I'm using one that turns it into a crowbar. The Mace of Crows. Get it? But yeah, there's a fist weapon one. Oh yeah, I have this one. Spectrum. It's just a rainbow sword. It's so pretty. It matches, I have, these, like, butterfly, like, galaxy wings. Kind of matches with those. There's also, if I had a fist weapon, there's a transmog that turns it into a burger. Hold on, let me see. Let me just pull out a random one. Kind of like the Rainbow Sword in Dragon Age Origins. Kinda. Oh, it won't work because I'm not using my monk. I can swap to my monk after this then, and then I can show the burger. The Herodric hamburger.
Small minds, small goals. I won't judge.
If it leads to a place that does not exist, the Burning Hells are not responsible for events that transpire there. If you claim to have been to this place, you will be called a liar. Void where prohibited. Not the cow level. Note that this is not the cow level. It says right there. But look, cows!
The night embraces you. My wounds are deep.
They do a lot of damage. But we do more.
I grow weak. I must wait longer.
You can hear the music. Got a little bit of like a little banjo in there. And the health orbs that drop are stakes. Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Moo-moos, no! Yeah, I want to get one to drop a health orb so you can see it looks like a steak.
Weakness consumes you.
Ooh. A little banjo in the back is such a great touch to the music. So much bloodshed. Oh, wait. Well, why is that one a normal one? They're supposed to be stakes. There's supposed to be stakes here. Is there any item you still need? Nah. Now, this is, my non-seasonal character, so they're pretty maxed out. Like, at most I could get better versions. Like, at most I could get better versions of the weapons and stuff I already have, but my build's basically complete on this character. I washed on my ground. Maybe it's seeing all the cows. The implications in of steak. Honestly, I still kind of prefer the cows from Diablo 2, though. I think the funny moos, the funny, very clearly human-voiced moos, just had such a special touch. Moo. You want to see the prince? I can show. Yeah. See, we have the royal calf, the little prince, and then we have up here, we have that which must not be named from a place that doesn't exist. Whoa. Here, we'll bring the royal calf home. The Diablo 2 moves are basically the aliens from South Park. Honestly, yeah. Because they also make the human moves.
I grow weak. Not enough health. Do not fear the end.
Everything dies. It's so much fun. This is like your reward for going through all the way to max level and stuff. Your reward is you get to basically just annihilate everything. The cows for the glory of the Moo Empire.
Your death nears.
But yeah, this kind of... Once you're at this point, this game's really relaxing, honestly. You just run around, watch things explode, pick up loot. It's just constant flow of dopamine. Oh, you saw the stakes? I guess only some of them are spawning like stakes. Oh well, that's fine. Oh, wonder... Do I still have a staff of herding? I could show the unicorn level. I could show, not Whimsy Dale, but Whimsy Shire. Because yes, this game has not one, but 2 secret levels. So satisfying. So bloody. Wait, where's the Cow King? It said to speak to him. I don't know where he is. Oh! He's down there. I saw the little exclamation point.
You better milk this for all it's worth.
I need healing.
So basically kind of acts like a cursed chest, so we get like waves of enemies to kill. For more loot. loot, 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 loot. So much loot. Constant, ever flowing loot. We're gonna watch Unicorn get delete now? Huh? Really just summon the royal calf to bring it home and massacre its subjects and family in front of it? Maybe. I mean, it's been 20 years. I mean, I'm sure this cow. I'm sure the cow didn't know any of these cows. It's been a long time. God, look how many legendaries and stuff you just pick up casually at this level. That's what I would have wanted. It was exposed to our bloodshed once more.
All must serve
Blood for the cow gods. Oh, so another thing to note real quick, speaking of all death and destruction. So the aftermath of Malthael's extermination of humanity, remember, that was happening across the world, not just in Westmarch. But apparently, according to, I think there was an interview recently-ish, like a couple years ago, where they stated that Malthael killed like 90% of humanity. So you can imagine that that was pretty fucking devastating for the entire world leading up to the events of Diablo 4. Like whole societies and civilizations and religions just like wiped out, decimated to like nothing. So I imagine Inarius coming back to Sanctuary in the lead up to Diablo 4 was probably a pretty huge deal. Probably united what few people were around left. Lilith can make more. I mean, not by herself.
Do not fear the
And I don't think Inarius would be down for that again. Probably not. I think we can safely say no. But yeah, just to put in perspective just how devastating Malthael's attack was. Like, the events of Reaper of Souls, like, changed everything, basically. Kind of it's honestly the same way that, that Lord of Destruction and the destruction of the World Stone was a huge, like, world-changing event. It's kind of interesting how, like, the expansions end up being where those things happen. We can safely say it's unlikely. Yeah, probably not. Let's see.
I am returning to town.
Are you gonna hit me? Nope. Let's see, I'll probably toss most of these in the blender. And then let me see if I have a Staff of Herding on hand. Do I? Where would I have it under? I don't know if I have one. I have all these old ingredients for one. Can I craft one? Let's see, it would be under... Hello there. Hey, Pain Raven! How are you doing? Welcome in! Hope you're having a good night tonight. Okay, Staff of Herding. No, I don't. I do wonder whatever happened to the one I crafted years ago. Like, do I just have it buried somewhere? I don't know.
Doesn't our friend ever
Red
tire?
bird.
I've hardly seen her rest since we met.
Now you know why angels and demons fear the Nephilim, Laura.
Do we never need to eat or sleep? Even Tyrael apparently needs to do that. Are we stronger than that? We don't even need to do any of the, like, normal human stuff? Hope everyone's well. Yeah, hope everything's well for you too. Happy Monday. Or unless it's Tuesday where you are. Hey, Caden boy. Did you check out the toad? Not yet. At some point I will. When I find the time to. What's something I can show? Oh, if I have a puzzle ring. Where would do I have one? I might have used up all my puzzle rings, because I could show the vault if I had one. I don't think I do, though. I think I've used them all up on this character. Yeah. Oh well. There's so much to do in the end game, though. Trust me. There's so much. Oh, one thing I did want to show. I wanted to show the burgers. Off to sleep. Good night. Good night, Nekarine. Have a good rest of your night, and thank you for the raid earlier. Here, I'll switch to my my monk, currently named Taco. I don't know why. I think it was a Tuesday when I made this character. And I think I was just hungry. Anyway, here I wanted to show the transmog. Where's the burger? Do I not still have the burger? Oh wait, no, it was a dagger. I think it was a dagger. Let's see, which of these would be this one? I bet this one I could probably make into a burger. No! Oh, it's because I'm a seasonal character. I am Taco, was born on Tuesday! Taco the Destroyer. Hold on. Here, we'll use this one. This one's my, like, oldest character. This is the first one I ever made. We're Borger. I'm finding it. I needed to go on my non-seasonal character. That actually has all my transmogs. Let's see. Was it a fist weapon or was it a dagger? Ooh, like, some of these are pretty. So yeah, this character would have it then. Dagger. Also, hey Mr. Hickory dude, how are you doing? Good to see you too. Burger? Burger! The Roderick hamburger! There it is! You can be armed with burgers! Hey Starbreeze! You weren't so hungry you heard burger. It is actually burger. You can actually have... You can turn your daggers into burgers. There's also this one. Wizard Spike. It's all sparkly. I have a lot of really cool transmogs. But yeah, Burger. It's one of my favorite ones right there. Burger's glorious. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. We actually just finished. Oh God, we finished the game, and with decent time too. I showed off some rifting and the not secret cow level. Wish I could find. I wish I had. I wish I had the Staff of Herding still, but I don't know whatever happened to the one that I had from like forever ago. I don't know if it like got deleted or what the deal was, but I don't seem to have it anymore. Be able to visit Whimsyshire. Oh well. Yeah, they're actual burgers. There's some like there's like armor transmogs too, but I don't remember if there are any like really interesting, neat, like different ones. Oh, there are some that like make you look like a StarCraft Marine, like the Star Pauldrons. Ah! See, they look kind of like Space Marine shoulder pads. Hey Tape, how you doing? You're getting ready to eat a double cheeseburger? Nice. I should probably eat my leftover chicken. Hell yeah, Space Marine gear. I think the helmet. Yeah, Star Helm. You can dress up as a StarCraft Marine. It's great. It's so silly. It's so silly. It's great. Are you playing Dark Souls? Ooh, nice. How far in are you? How's Diablo going? We actually just finished. We finished the campaign. All 5 acts. We did it. We're all ready for Diablo 4. God, I'm so excited. I'm trying to contain my excitement. But how you doing, Tape? Hope you're having a good night. But I think we're gonna find someone to raid. I think we might be done for the night. Cause I gotta keep working on stuff to prepare for the first. Cause I have things I'm working on. Oh.
Shokamoko TV is now following.
Shokamoko, hello! Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Do you have a nickname you'd like to be called? All over the place because I'm playing a thief. Haven't fought first boss yet, but we killed Havel. Nice. Did you do it with, like, backstabs? That's, like, the easy way to get him.
Want some rye?
Of course you do.
Of course you do.
Oh, and as you can see, I also have collected a bazillion wings and stuff over the years. Did I not have the Starry Galaxy butterfly wings? I might not have found those. I have these ones. So many different wings. There's so many. I've wasted so much time in this game. Just kidding, it wasn't a waste. I had fun. And now that this next season is going to be the last season that they'll have any new content for this game, so... probably one of the last times I'm going to play. Once 4 comes out. Kind of a sad thought to think about, I guess. Time is never wasted if it's enjoyed. Indeed, exactly. So in a way, I didn't waste any time. Because I had fun. Here, let's just exit. I'll put some music on. And we'll look for somebody to raid. Thank you so much, everyone, hanging out with me all night. I had so much fun. And I hope you enjoyed all the random lore dumps and stuff that I was doing. It's hard to resist. But it's good, because now it's extra caught up on the lore for when 4 comes out. Let's see. You'll play through 3 again when Diablo 5 is coming out, and you play through 1, 2, 3, and 4 coming up to it? Maybe. Or if they decide to do, like, a one-off, like, cool, I don't hear music's... There we go. But yeah, if they ever decide to do, like, a one-off, maybe... Oh, I'll probably stream some Diablo 3 again, come January, when the Darkening of Tristram happens again. Because I'd like to show that event off. Let's see, who is online? Ba-ba-ba-ba. Let's see. There's a few people. Ooh. Jack and Daxter, maybe? Let me mute the tab so I don't hear... You know what? How about, yeah, we'll do that. I haven't raided Spiral have I raided Spiral before? We're gonna raid them. They're playing Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. Let's see. Spiral. There we go. I got it right. Let's see. I forgot if you do raid recommendations. Not typically. Shoot, this must have been a short stream tonight. I wanted to see more. Yeah, it's before midnight and we managed to beat the campaign. I figure I can use the rest of this time to eat something and then continue working on art stuff. So that I can hopefully get my Necromancer costume done for Thursday. I'm trying. I'm working on it. Thank you for stream. No problem. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out, for stopping by. I hope you all had a good time tonight. And thank you so much, Vampy, for the raid earlier. And thank you, NecroRain, for the raid. Yeah, I'm working on a Necromancer costume. It's gonna be tough because I'm only gonna have, like, 2 days to rig. But, you know, we'll see. Fingers crossed. We'll see how it turns out. I have faith. I have confidence. Let's see. Thank you for stream, Lucid. Have an amazing night. And everybody have a great rest of your night or day. Stay hydrated. Stay safe. Oh yeah, I'll catch up on uploading the VODs on YouTube as well. But yeah, have a good rest of your night. I'll see you again on Thursday. Remember, we're starting earlier on Thursday, 6:30 p.m. EST, so that we can get in queue for Diablo 4 at 7. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye. Bye-bye.
Cut it out.